This station rules the nation. Truth FM 96.1, the heart and soul of Liberia.
Oh, yes, most definitely. Tuesday morning, play all the way. The sound of the conga. Good morning, folks. It's great to be back this morning. 961, the heart and soul of Liberia. Those of you watching online, this is the TBS, the Truth Breakfast Show. We here every morning, 7 you breakfast. Good morning to the 15 counties. Let's say this together. The love of liberty. The love of liberty matters, yeah. Let justice be done to all. Violence is not the language for peace. Oh my God. I'm getting close to Bobby Allison this morning. Violence is not the language for peace. To the UMC, Supreme Motorcycle Union, and our John Security. Let's find a common ground. Bobby Allison is not a clergyman. He's a security journalist. And he said, violence is not the language for peace. To the UMC, the Supreme Motorcycle Union, our John Security, let's find a common ground. Good morning, His Excellency. If you are preparing for 2029, just resign and go. What are those Joseph Boyka talking about? Do you know them? Tell us this morning. Do you know some of the guys who are preparing for 2029 already, and the president not aware of them? You see them in your district, in your county, in your country. Do you know them? Good morning, members of the opposition. This country won't burn. We'll make the noise. We'll talk it out. This is the TBS. My name is O'Neill. This is O'Neill Rebels, Marka Davis. And the noise will be in Nimba County by the 16th of this month when election campaign open the by-election. Yes, good morning, Marka. How you doing this morning? Tonight is Champions League. Good morning.
Yes, good morning, Onu. Good morning to our many wonderful and committed listeners to the Truth Breakfast Show. Again, we are glad to be here to serve you breakfast this morning. This is what we signed up for.
Mhm.
And yes, it's great that we're here, and we are grateful for your support over the period of time. And to all of our people listening to us across the country, good morning to you and my hard working people of Yawing Mesona District in
Mhm.
electoral district 9
You
in
going
County.
campaign there? Are you
for the for
are
the
you go?
senator.
Yeah, are you going there?
Well, I'm still trying to fit in. I've not been able to reach a plan whether I
Mhm.
will go there,
Okay.
but there's a likelihood that I will actually
Tell
go
one
to.
go to carry people.
Yeah, Tier 1. I don't know what will be
Tell
Tier 1's interest.
Okay. Yeah, LPP
Yeah,
interest.
in the election. I don't
Uh-huh.
know.
Uh-huh.
So since maybe since maybe they supported the rescue mission in the second round of elections, maybe
Mm-hmm.
they will stay staying with the rescue mission. Who knows?
Who knows?
Yes. But I mean, we are grateful to our people in Nimba. Good morning to all of you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a word of caution coming fresh from me this morning. No matter what these politicians tell us, we should always put the interest of the country first.
Mm-hmm.
All of those who will be running in that election are all sons and daughters of Nimba.
Correct.
So the interest of the country should be above any other political interest.
Hmm.
To the young people, you have a decision to make, and you have to be firm about the decision you are about to make. Don't be swayed away by any kind of political maneuvering. This is Nimba County, and you know what we stand for.
Great. I received my information from Cyprian Colley.
Okay.
And this in the National Elections Commission, they will to Brian your team. There'll be a serious media blackout
Okay.
if all of the bills are not paid to the community radio stations in Nimba.
Okay. The money they owe the stations.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. And you know they relay us every morning.
Okay.
Yeah, so
sure.
that's a special message. If you don't pay the community radio, there'll be a serious media blackout to the National Elections Commission, the by-election. What?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody, Chairman Cyprian Colley.
Yes, on a serious note, I think the media needs to operate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the media needs to operate. So whatever little things,
Yeah, y'all pay the
should
people,
be,
man.
yes,
Y'all
it
pay the
should, it
people.
should be
Y'all
done.
pay the local media.
Y'all settle these people
Yes.
so that they can work. You know,
Yeah, man.
election. You know, you may think that maybe the media is very critical in election processes. Because in the first place, you as the commission have to create awareness.
Mhm.
You know, some level of voter education. You know, educate the public on what to do. Also, caution the public against
Mhm.
violence and
Mhm.
all of that. So it is very important.
John Griffin said, Marka have not been home. Hmm? When you say home, you have no voting right in Nimba.
Well, you know, Jala, the thing about it is,
Uh, so, Jala, you been voting all along in Nimba?
uh,
Yeah, I think so.
Jala should be no.
No.
Jala,
Let me understand Jala Griffin.
Jala normally vote here.
Okay, me in Lofa, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jala Griffin from should be Lofa.
You should be even over Bonkan.
Yeah, but he means that he normally go home to vote. He register in a district, but you're voting right away. District 5, District 4.
Jala, brother Jala, I'm just trying to respect what even the election law says,
Mhm.
that you know where you are residing, you should vote there, because decisions in district number 5, Masrado County,
Mhm.
will affect me. If I mean, I have the right to go to my home
Okay.
to register and vote.
Mhm.
I also believe that where I'm staying currently, where I stay,
Mhm.
decisions there I should be part of decision making there. So I'm not really compelled to go to District 9 to vote.
Mhm.
If I want to, I can.
Okay, that's
but
2029.
yeah,
2029.
2029.
You-
Even
you
2029.
whatever.
Only,
Okay.
you know one thing I don't know whether people take that as loyalty to their county or their home, but I really don't like going
Back to vote.
Yes, I don't
So you
really.
mean you don't vote for Ta one way?
Yeah, no, I didn't vote for that. I didn't vote for that.
Okay.
I didn't vote for that. That is very distant from Yahoo Messon. Actually, to
Okay.
be frank,
Okay.
maybe my decision, if I had gone there to vote, my decision was going to be based on maybe the geography of the district,
Mhm.
because the Doklan where Tower is from is just a minute portion of district number 9.
Okay.
District number 9 is largely
Hmm.
Yahoo Messon. You know, yes.
But say the man won it.
territory district. Yeah, you
Let
won.
me-
You won because maybe
Why you got the votes from?
maybe our people our people they not trust their own.
Okay.
Like for example, maternity care team was in
Okay.
the race.
Okay.
May his soul rest in peace. The late Dr. Gweklo was in the
Okay.
race.
Johnson Gweglo.
So yeah, so in the same region we have many candidates.
Okay.
So man, and then the dope people just brought that
Okay.
and that too, the man,
That blood boy.
yeah. When the man go enter the towns, all the young people say, "Oh yeah,
Yeah. Like your man.
our young farm
Yeah.
lawmaker."
Okay, so Jana say
So,
we vote, we normally vote in Bon County
yeah, I know,
district too.
yeah.
And now the guy James Colette
Jinko,
district.
Jinko, brother there.
Okay. The milk could cry for the Capitol building.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Good morning, folks. It's the breakfast show this morning, 961. So much to talk about this morning. What are those Joseph Boycott talking about? If you're preparing for 2029, resign. You know some of them. I guess you know some of them.
Some of them holding small meetings in a place.
Yeah,
all
and
around
they
there.
can go for meeting.
Yeah.
Okay, the callers will tell us your cost on need. Yes, President Boycott. You people preparing for 2029. They say you all already, right? So they're thinking about themselves in 2029. Anyway, let's see what have this morning lined up the breakfast show. So much to talk about this morning. 961. Thank God. It's Tuesday. Yes.
Yeah, it's Tuesday. Yeah, so again, is the 4th day of March 2025. This show is proudly sponsored by EcoBank Liberia Limited and Orange Liberia. Health tips come up shortly with David Coty for at least 6 minutes this morning. That will be followed by the review of the local dailies this morning. The motorcyclist peaceful protest calling on the LMP to lift the no-go zone restriction. As Representative Prince told 40,000 giving was rejected by the cyclists. Why you give it for in the first place?
Yeah.
Okay. The Health Ministry awards contract to companies the favor instead of the regular open process where everyone can compete and win if they are qualified and eligible to win a contract. PPCC2 is failing on its obligation to investigate these complaints that are filed by companies that feel aggrieved from these processes. So we'll talk about that again. The government continue to struggle with public relations as every sector is being lashed at. They're struggling, say, or they lost on it already. Yeah. Latest dual mappers crowd out for benefits after court ruling. You see, I mean, it was even a side thing yesterday when the team came here, and a lot of Liberians were on the side of these people. Government is a responsible institution, and when the court rules, the government should act. On a serious note, we'll talk about that. Minds and energy feeling when you listen money. Fight as the black sand is being shipped in huge quantities out of the country. We have come back to the same thing. We've been talking it over and over. President Boakai, cabinet retreat warned government officials, especially those who are thinking about 2029, to resign. Okay, if you want to focus on your political ambition,
resign.
Move for in the government, go look for your campaign money, different place. And yeah, you will find your campaign money.
Correct.
And you understand? What the papa is saying in short. Will the CMC, the Citizen Movement for Change, feed a candidate in the by-election in Nimba?
That's a question.
This is a big question. We'll talk about that this morning at 8:30 to 9. The head of the concerned motorcyclists who staged the rally yesterday in Monrovia, Trocon Gray, nicknamed Yellow Machine. Oh, how they can call it?
Yeah, Yellow Machine.
Yes. He led a peaceful protest on yesterday in Monrovia. He will say to us this morning on the first segment of the show to talk about a no-go zone restriction imposed. What outcome do they expect from their rally on yesterday at 10 after 9? We bring you sports, entertainment, commercials brought to you by EcoBank and Orange Liberia. 9:15 to 10 this morning. As things are getting deeper, so we are bringing the actors to explain more. This time around, there are other legal issues now coming up. Having been incarcerated for 1 hour or over 1 hour, and it's out of prison, Reverend Jerry Kula of the Global Methodist Church will say to us here this morning on the last segment of the show, talk about the Rigman rule in the Methodist Church, what it says about the property, the breakaway, all of these things. We'll also encourage the UMC, okay, the team, the UMC.
Yeah.
You know, this platform is open. If they want, they can come and appear as well and provide information. You know, the platform is open. So we will have Reverend Jerry Kula here this morning on the last segment of the show to talk about what is happening. They've decided to part ways with the United Methodist Church. They believe that these church properties are owned by the congregations, but the United Methodist Church say no, that our property is leave it. So these are some of the issues. So Reverend Kula is going to be here this morning. I mean, let's talk about some of these things.
Yes, in the midst of war,
Country first.
country
We
first.
talk our issues to resolve them. No fighting. We are
Country
against
first.
violence.
Country first. If you're preparing for 2029,
Leave my government.
leave my.
Yeah.
This way, yeah, leave my government. See what mobile model look at the whole thing and say no. I think so many people love me the CDC.
Yeah,
Man.
so
Let me
just
just go, man. Let me just leave the CDC. I still have good friends there, and mama just said goodbye to the CDC. So, but I say, if you think that you're preparing for 2029, leave my government. Like Bruce will tell us this morning. But meanwhile, let's bring on David Coty. I want to say thanks for the recognition from the African for Jesus Women for All Nations. They awarded me with an award yesterday.
Okay.
Yes,
saw the
yes,
post.
yes. That
Congratulations.
yes, thank you so much. That award costs a good sum of money. Yes,
Okay.
that's a real modern award. Thanks to Reverend Matita, Archbishop Matita Tai. Yes, thanks for the recognition so much. Let's bring on our
You
young.
so doing?
No, I mean, the award is coming from the pool of Christ. Yeah. What are you laughing for? Yeah,
You so doing?
that no, no. Once it's coming from Christ, I don't need money behind it.
I just say
Yes.
I'm so
But in fact, that's what I was about to tell you. That's what I want to tell you. Now, let me tell you something.
Mhm.
The honor is the most important thing. It's not how much it is.
Yeah.
That honor, it means a lot. When I was honored by the LRA as the highest taxpayer in Liberia in 2017, July 1, journalists followed me from the city hall to my house. One of them asked me, how much they giving you? How much in it something? I said, let me tell you something. This is not about money.
Mhm.
You know what it means for my want to be honored as the highest taxpayer in Liberia and government giving me certificate to my money? So that I know my children talk very well the reverend. I
Yeah.
want to say many thanks to her. Yeah, she's my good friend.
Okay.
Many thanks to her. And
So you friends with people of God.
oh yeah, people of God, yeah. I'm going to pray for me to change.
Yeah. So when the award came, I was like, wow, Jesus for All Nations. That's a good award. I know he will bring the money in. He'll bring the mullah.
The money will come. The money will come. But this one here, my brother, is more than money.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Abbas. Who are those preparing? They were quoting you're one of those who are preparing for 2029. Leave Joseph Boycott government. You're preparing for 2029. Leave the government, man.
No, what I want you to do for me first is to pray for me to be minister of maintenance.
Oh, you'll be minister of maintenance.
Yeah, but you know, they establish the ministry, yes. And besides, if I can't get, I didn't get a youth advisor.
Then you start preparing for 2029.
Yeah, I'll start preparing for 2029.
Leave the government.
Yeah, this is what these are called.
Do you know some of them before you do the help them? Who are some of your friends you know preparing for 2029?
Brother, the one here, hard to talk.
If you call now you come and major if you call some men you call some name here, you'll not be getting your regular. Who are those preparing for 2029?
It's hard to talk.
So David, did I hear you say you are friends with God's people so they can pray for you to change?
Change, yes.
Even at the age of 72, David?
They're not your business.
David, stop. Excuse me, big brother, excuse me. Stop wasting God's people's time, man.
No, God did not only make women beautiful, He made them irresistible. So it's hard to resist the people.
So at your age, you can resist woman?
It's difficult, my brother. People are beautiful and irresistible.
Yeah, that grandpa, yeah, Uncle David said you can't resist woman at this type of age, man.
That's in me hard prayer. I'm a bet my man.
If the left eye gave you hard time, turn to the right side.
That's why I want to do nothing.
When you would do it, that is age business, then when you would do it. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, my young man.
Go ahead.
Thank you, my good friend. I like you. Thank you. Gonorrhea in men. Yesterday we talked, don't say yesterday we talked about gonorrhea in women. What will happen to you if you don't take it seriously? Now today, we're talking about gonorrhea in men. Gonorrhea is a serious disease that many men overlook because they are not aware of the danger. Oh yes, some we don't know. Now some men can be asymptomatic. I repeat that. Some men can be asymptomatic. That simply means it's in you, but you don't know. No sign, no symptom. Oh yes. But it can still spread the infection. This is the reason why early detection is very necessary. Go to the hospital. Just I came to do my STD. Yes, sexually transmitted disease. I mean, infection. So the STI, I'm sorry, STI. I will get the correct one. Now, if you don't go and act to do a gonorrhea test, and that can becomes a serious problem, you are in serious trouble. Now, listen to this. If it is not detected soon, you will suffer from permanent infertility. The same thing with women. You will not be able to pregnant any woman. No, you cannot impregnate any woman because your organs are destroyed. The reproductive organs will be destroyed. The infection will also reach your prostate. You remember we talked about prostate cancer and prostate enlargement. If you don't take care of your problem concerning how do you call the thing? Gonorrhea, it will affect your prostate. And when that happens, you know what will happen to you. Number one, permanent infertility. You will not be able to impregnate a woman or get a woman pregnant, and your prostate will suffer. Now, the symptoms. I want you to look at the symptoms very carefully. The infection can spread to the prostate and destroy your system. Symptoms in men usually appear 2 to 14 days. I want you to listen to this carefully. Symptoms in men appear 2 to 14 days after exposure. Doctors call this period incubation period. Now, this is what it means. You can have the gonorrhea in you, you will not know it's there. But it will start to show face after 2 to 14 days. Sometimes in 2 days time, 3 days time, 4 days time, 5 days time, but up to 14 days before it will start to show face. Now, when it starts to show face, these are the signs that you will see. Listen to it carefully. Number one, burning or pain during urination. You will start to feel some pain, or when you go to pee, you will start to feel some burning thing at your penis, around the mouth part. All right? Increase frequency in urination. Every time you want to go pee fast. Urgency in urination. When you want to pee, you got to hurry up. If you don't do so, you will pee in your closet. When those things are happening to you, know that are gonorrhea. Don't just rush to the drugstore, just buy a tablet and take it and sit down there. No. Be very careful. You will also see penile discharge. That is yellow, white, or green pus-like discharge coming from your penis. Sometimes you see some white thing coming from your penis. You got to be very careful. Don't just sit in your husband, chill for a tablet and sit on that. You got to be very careful. Number 3, testicular pain. Testicular and scrotum pain. Now, swelling or pain in one of both testicles. The testicle simply means your nut seeds. Oh yeah, when it starts to swell. Oh yeah, when your nut seeds start, one of them or 2 of them. Sometimes you're looking at one of your nut seeds getting bigger than the other one. Don't just sit down there and take tablets. Go to the hospital. If the 2 of them getting big, they're even worse. Do not self-medicate or treat yourself. Because now this is an important thing I want you to listen to carefully. Do not self-medicate or treat yourself. Because gonorrhea is resistant to many antibiotics. Yes. Antibiotics is one of the main things you can take to solve the problem. But gonorrhea has now become resistant. It can't respect antibiotics again. So antibiotics, okay, say, get out of my way. I can't respect you. I'm not scared of you. So, because gonorrhea is resistant to many antibiotics, be treated by a doctor and take your correct medicine. But when you go into the hospital, Mr. Man, my good friend, take your partner with you. Because if you don't do so, she will already have it and you will be reinfected. So be very careful. That your partner, except you are practicing promiscuity or you have many sexual partner. You don't got one, plenty. Then you don't know which one to carry. But if you have your own wife, take her with you, you'll go and do the test and you'll be treated. Remember this.
Remember this.
Remember this. Drink 1 tablespoon of extra virgin oil every morning. It's important. It has many health benefits, more than 15 health benefits. I named them before to you, but I will name a few, including heart health. Your heart is important. Drink 1 tablespoon every morning. And in the night time, drink 1 tablespoon also before you go to bed. But it must be 1.5 hours before you go to bed. Do that. If you don't do that, if you continue to do that, it will be very good for you. Can't do that every time. Well, thank you very much. And have a good
So
day.
before you go, hold on the line. Hold on the line.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I have this pros. Tell me if you recognize this voice.
Mm-hmm.
He prayed for less than 1 minute. Listen up to this. This is a former president. I don't know if you remember this voice.
You be the good. Father, I bless your name. I glorify you. You are Almighty God. To you be the glory. To you be honor. To you be power. To you be dominion. I pray that your will be done in the mighty name of Jesus.
You recognize that voice?
Who would not recognize a distinctive and powerful voice like this? Who would not recognize
So,
that?
so God
That
will
voice is,
tell us who pray very well.
oh, man, no, no, not bad. We're Mr. President, man. One of the reasons I'm just singing that is because Uncle Joe is there. But I'm telling you, that voice can never be hidden. It is distinctive.
So
Oh, yes.
I'm looking as you take leave of you. I have George Weah prayer. I have Chastel. I'm looking for Ellen Johnson Sully prayer and also trying to get Joseph Boycott prayer. All the prayers have been saying for Liberia. What is going on?
Well, you can find them, but certain people, my brother, when they pray for you, go straight to hell.
You going where?
Straight to hell.
No prayer.
Certain people,
Well, man, you prayer, man. You praying to God, man.
don't forget about that. Don't let certain people baptize you, my friend. Just forget it, you finish.
Bad to see you, man.
Thank you.
So those
Yeah.
friends you say you're looking for, be careful.
Let me forward Chapter the Pro to you.
Yeah, well, yeah, do that.
Yeah, yeah, I gotta do that. I gotta do that. Yeah. Okay. You gotta get it, yeah. David Coty, yes.
David Abba.
David Coty,
Hey,
yeah. Tell you people pray
Send him
for
the
you.
paper, you can go to hell.
Yeah, let me forward it to David Coty before we do the paper. Yeah, about check your WhatsApp. If you have data, Bobby Adams simply saying data. Let's bring the review of the paper. What's making news from the print media? Yes, welcome to the review of the local dealers. What's making news from the print media? Our first up is the Inquirer newspaper on the newsstand for $40 Liberian dollars. The front page, Boca initiates investigation into missing 16 billion. Joseph Boyka, yes, bring up the 16 billion thing. The president's asked the Minister of Justice to launch full investigation. Joseph Boyka is captured on the front page of the Inquirer grapple copy. CBL reports ease inflation rate, but what has happened? The U.S. rate have gone to 200. Yes, in Painesville, it's 200. What is happening? Well, grapple copy of the Inquirer newspaper. Liberia diplomatic partners reaffirm support to mitigate stocks of USA aid freeze. It's a sublink story here on the front page. Let's go to the back page. Where is the back page? The back page of the Inquirer. Move fast to save the state. We're saying this. Redirected Captain Archer's boycott. Let me zoom this and see. This is Captain Jerry Colley. Oh, from I'm mail. Okay, move fast to save the state. Well, the captain is on the back page, still on the back page this morning. Alleged notorious criminal mobbed to death. His cops is here on the background, the back page of the Inquiry this morning.
Yes, let's go for the newspaper. The lead story on the front page: JFK's wards, one nurse to 15 patients. Hospital uses co-pots for meal preparation. Wow. Well, I'm seeing a very large photograph of JFK right here on the front page of the newspaper. Still on the front page. Natural minerals are leaving Liberia. Wakai alarms vows to tackle surreptitious exportation. Oh, I remember Mr. Kum about this. This is Mr. Kum word.
Yeah.
Yes. So yes, President Wakai says natural minerals are leaving Liberia. It's on the front page of the newspaper. Still on the front page. Failed jury selection into an others corruption case. And the editorial said we detest inter-security rivalry. So grab a copy of this paper to read the details. To the back page, ECOWAS Parliament rejects new appointees. One way endorse attend extraordinary section where I'm seeing the three representatives here. Ta Wongwe, Mwema Briggs Mensa, Representative Simon Enders, they're all here on the back page of the newspaper. Lawmaker invest 1.2 million Liberian dollars in economic empowerment initiative for
Mm.
constituents. This is for the family of District 7 Bond County right here. Still on the back page, government UNDP impact rural communities. This text reaction or this story
Mm-hmm.
says FDA arrests huge consignment of woods and 5 single-barrel guns. Yes, it's the final story on the back page of the newspaper.
Yes, let's get out to the Independent. Sam Oldane, good morning. The Independent newspaper, the front page is captioned Boycott orders fresh pop on missing 16 billion. Well, the president looks very serious, yeah. He's on the front page of the Independent. Grab a copy, read the rest of the story. Covenant between two adults. Covenant between two adults. Prisons of consenting age. UMC updated book of discipline but defines marriage. But what did but Bishop Samuel Quay Jr. is captured here on the front page of the Independent. You can grab a copy. Let's go to the back page and see what's on the back page. The back page are from the Independent to mitigate USAID cancellation, government strengthening ties with diplomats. Well, it's on the back page of the Independent. You can grab a copy. We don't want to be armed robbers who are saying that these are motorcyclists. We'll talk to the street on yesterday. We don't want to be armed robbers. Get us back into the no-go zone area. Well, any the review from the Independent.
Yeah, let's go for the heritage. The heritage, the truth is our guide. It says no adjustment to motorcycle restrictions. Police RG declares. This is Gregory Coleman here on the front page of the Heritage newspaper. Auditor General engages university students on corruption fight. This is P. Gaswa Jackson captured here. Chief Zanzan Kawa denies death rumors, confirms he's alive and well. Well, the former chairperson of the Traditional Council is captured here as Liberia's economic outlook. Let's go to the back page. The back page. If your focus is on 2029, you may respectfully resign. President Boakai warns cabinet members over church property. Methodist members face criminal charges. I'm seeing Bishop Samuel Choir Jr. is captured right here on the back page of the Heritage newspaper. Still on the back page, at AU funded workshop, next chairperson reaffirms commitment to electoral reform. This is Madam Deviata Brown Lansana capture on the back page of the Heritage newspaper.
Great. So lastly for mine is the New Republic, Alfonso Torre New Republic. Yes, on the newsstand for 50 Liberian dollars. The front page are from the New Republic, Empire of Corruption. This is the second publication of this paper. Yes, carrying all of the president's pictures. Yes, this is part 2 of it. Empire of Corruption is a question mark. About 26 ex-presidents crumble, boycott struggling as nation dingles in corruption allegation. Has Liberia become a corruption empire of corruption? Is a question mark. The current president boycott is captured. Former President Ellen Johnson, Salif Charles Gange Tiller, George Manawia, and of course William V.S. Tubman is also here on the front page of the New Republic. You can grab a copy and fill yourself in with the rest of the story. BMMC sponsors several students overseas, as some have returned with flying colors. Well, that's a good one. Let's go to the back page. What's on the back page? The back page of the New Republic. B Mountains rehabilitates over 60 hand pumps in Gola Conan, Grand Kidman County. All right. I'm seeing flashback photo there from hand pump vents constructed by B Mountain, yeah, on the back page from the New Republic.
Yeah, let's go for the Daily Observer. The lead story on the front page. The Liberian people deserve answers. At this year's first cabinet meeting, President Boakai directs law enforcement to solve mysterious deaths. Well, I'm seeing the photograph of the late Gifted Lama, Albert Peters. I'm seeing Emmanuel Nyenswa, and this is George Fambutu. All 4 of them captured here on the front page of the Daily Observer newspaper. Motorcyclists protest against government ban. Riders storm Monrovia, demanding the lifting of no-go zone restriction, return of impounded bikes. Where I'm seeing a photograph on the streets of Monrovia here. Jurors fearing Twe is a question mark here. Jurors fearing Twe.
Mhm.
Dozens of potential jurors excuse themselves from the U.S. 6.1 million corruption trial. Well, former finance minister Samuel Twe, and as usual,
Mhm.
Aloysius Howard is read by him.
Yeah, Elijah Sauer.
Yes, read by
Yeah,
him.
Elijah Sauer don't move by 12.
They were recruited as volunteers. Now they want pay. Where I'm seeing a woman photograph on the front page here. Howard Smith was trained by Save the Children and certified by the Liberia Ministry of Health. Well, that story, if you grab a copy of this paper, you read the details on the back page. LCC calls for peaceful resolution in United Methodist crisis. Finally, BMMC sponsors several students overseas as some return with flying quarters is the final story on the back page of the Daily Observer.
Thank you so much. If you find out these stories are interesting, all you do is just go to the newsstand and buy the copy of the paper. Thanks so much, Orange Liberia Echo Bank, the prime sponsor of the Truth Breakfast Show. And hopefully by next week, we'll be saying the Stars University has been one of our partners very soon. But this is highest trending tune on social media. The choir put down a long song
Yeah,
that cannot finish.
yeah, I like it.
The choir that suspect. Let's tease this one. Is it Jana Griffith sent me this one? Let me see if I can tease this one. Yeah.
Sunday, every new pastor that is a son can take over the church. To be peaceful, we allow the service to go on. Service went on time for pastor to preach. The choir put song that I can't end. They're thinking whole day. Holy Spirit said, "You can't go back." Back for the second time.
The Holy Spirit came twice. It went back. The song too long.
The pastor interesting.
Who is this pastor?
Yeah, I don't know.
And he's trending on Facebook.
Mhm.
Yes, the social media is trending of him.
So normally when they assign new pastor, the new
Yeah.
pastor can take over on first Sunday.
Yes.
So whatever they told
Mm-mm.
the pastor came,
Yeah.
service was going on fine.
Yeah.
He went on the pulpit to preach.
Yeah.
Then the choir put his song
Yeah.
down.
The song can
The
finish.
song can finish. The
Don't
Holy
stop.
Spirit come.
It
They
go.
went back.
Yeah.
They came back for the second time.
It's
They
good.
still,
Let's give it one more play. Interesting.
Yeah, one
And
more
this
play.
is the thing that is trending on social media right now.
Son can take over the church. To be peaceful, we allow the service to go on. Service went on time for pastor to preach. The choir put song that I can't end. They're thinking whole day. Holy Spirit said, "You can't go back." Came back for the second time. Singing choir can start. Pastor on pulpit.
Reverend Peggy, I understand.
Okay.
so the last statement there he said.
Uh-huh.
So it tells you that when people say they want you, they want you. Even when a woman say
Okay.
she doesn't want a
You
man,
go in the lapa
you
store.
go in the lapa store, you buy all the
Yeah,
lapas. The woman will say that want you.
Yeah, don't waste your time. Interesting country, yes. Let's run up, but we hope to let's suspend the motorcyclist conversation.
Yeah, because
will join with
because-
us.
yeah.
We want to appeal to Leges, Richard Gaffron. I saw the court document that you signed. You showed the court that in January you make a payment, a part payment to those 61 or 64,
61.
61
Yeah.
former employee of Leges. The court
All
have
contractors.
contractors
Yes.
in geo mapping. The court have ordered you should pay them, and you consented to it. All right. Other part of February, Leges was closed for almost 1 week. The court locked a real padlock on Leges, but no one was going to work in your absent, Richard. I show you are back home now.
And interestingly, Onu, I was part of the training the day for these people in Kakata.
Mhm.
It was very tense. Yes, it was very tense. I was part of that training.
Mhm.
We went to provide coverage
Mhm.
on one or two occasions. They stayed long there. It
Mhm.
was a very tough training, and these people were assigned across the country to
Yes.
divide the
Mhm.
country into
Mhm.
zones that they call enumeration areas.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean, it was a very tough job
Mhm.
in the jungle and all over the place. For them to not get their benefits, I think this is disheartening. In fact, public service should be government institutions should show huge level of integrity, especially when it comes to treating people with dignity.
Yes.
You can't do that to people. You know, the interview yesterday was emotional. You know, some of these people are pastors.
Mhm.
Okay, family people who work and thought they could use their money to do something to benefit their families. At the end of the day, And on you, the disgusting part about the whole thing is that the court, we say this country is a country of law.
Yeah.
The court in the land ruled and order you to do something, and you are not doing what the court instructs you or instructed you to
Maybe
do.
Reggie forgot.
So
Let remind him.
what's the enforcement power of court rulings in this country? I think this is where the debate will go now. When court make final decision, what's the enforcement power? What's supposed to be done for the judgment from the court to be enforced and implemented? So I think this is sad. And like yesterday, they came to speak to the president. We want to join them also to speak to the president this morning. Mr. President, this is a very ugly sound for your government, for your administration. It also signals what people continue to call the disrespect for the rule of law. Because if the court rules in the matter, that ruling should be and must be implemented. For the court to have ordered legislatures to pay these people, and up to now, in fact, the people are suspicious that legislators put in for money at the Ministry of Finance. It was approved, and they believe that the central bank gave them about 15 million Liberian dollars to do part payment, and they have not done so. It's disservice to these people. It is disservice to these people. So, Mr. President, I think you need to intervene directly, because it appears that only you people want to hear from, and then they start to act. The laws or the books, they don't want to implement the laws. When the courts established by laws in the country, when they ruled and passed judgment on issues, they don't want to implement the court's judgments. And this is wrong.
So we'll take this week sincerely to talk about this legislation.
And we are hoping that we don't want to even take this whole week.
No, something will happen.
We are hoping that the president acts even today.
Yes, something will happen. Trust me, something will happen about it. Yes. Yes, I'm not saying
the public relation business that we're talking about. Who knew that there was cabinet meeting yesterday? You knew about it?
I mean,
you never cabinet meeting yesterday?
No.
I didn't know anything.
So let's jump to our next one. Just how you have said, the government is struggling with public relations, and this is it. Good morning to you, my president. President Marka, morning. You okay this morning? The whole country didn't know, so you're having your first cabinet retreat.
No.
This year.
Until it started before we
even when the cabinet retreat was on, all those live that were there, they had less views as compared to what was happening on the street. Yes, the cabinet, my president, good morning to you. Even the executive mansion page had less views as compared to what was happening on the street with motorcyclists, peaceful protests, walking through. We want to bring this to your attention. Yeah, so I want to play this audio here. Woman Pay, good morning to you. The black sand is leaving Liberia. Yes. The video have gone almost 100,000 views on the social media. It's a huge part of black sand. Do you know what the importance of black sand? Not many countries in the world have black sand. It's Liberia too, Rachel. I think Woman Pay said it last time. We are waiting there.
The man-made poverty.
Yeah, man-made poverty will suffering our own self. So Liberia have black sand and all. The black sand that used to fill the cell phone, the glasses, black sand. Not many countries in the world have black sand. Here's an audio here. I will try to extract this video thanks to William Gibo. Here's a lady crying on the amount of black sand that leaves Liberia. Listen to this. Just listen up.
You saw this is a finished product. This is how the vehicles is and exported all of our country. Mass and mass of country, mass and mass of sand, black sand load from your straight all of this country. Nobody check on them, nobody does anything about it, but they take the amount of mineral from all of our country and export it. Trucks and trucks loads of sand leaves their country every day, according to the Chinese people. When you ever go to China and even touch the beach of their land, the Chinese people for little or nothing undermining this country all over this place. This is what I'm talking about. This is a finished product. There's another side. You see it? Mass and mass and mass of black sand. These Chinese people pull it in trucks and take these trucks away from.
I'm gonna call it that, man. We gotta take the videos. Yeah, you see it? You see it? The black sand. Yes, I mean, yeah.
It's
unbelievable.
I think that video explains itself. So
yeah.
Yeah, I don't
video
want to say
experience said,
much. So
yeah, the
you
video
see, the,
experience
the
said,
mines and energy minister spoke recently and mentioned that Liberia is a rich country and whatever kind of poverty the Liberian people are suffering is man-made. But these men they are talking about that they don't want the minister now.
yeah,
Mm-hmm. They are the men who are making the poverty. The people in government, people who are in decision-making position in the country, people who were charged by the constitution to manage this country. They call them the government. They were charged with the responsibility of managing the resources of the country to the benefit of the citizens. And today, these very same people with a constitutional mandate will come to us and tell us, hey, they're suffering, you're suffering, yeah, that we don't want to make it your
that
suffering.
man-made
Yeah,
suffering.
that we don't want.
That's why the mines
I
and
won't
energy
say man
minister
made
told
on
us.
you. I said that the people.
When our women pay to us,
Yes,
it's a
man.
man-made suffering.
But who
we're
are the
going
men?
through.
Who are the men?
The minister of mines and energy.
Uh-huh.
This amount of black sand leaving your
The
country.
presidents we have had over the time, the vice president, the speakers, the pro tem, all these people, ministers, these are the system, even the director in these ministries.
Yeah,
They are the men who are making the poverty in this country. They manufacturing it for us. And these kind of things will be happening. The ordinary people see citizen journalism. That's why they got citizen
yeah,
journalism.
that's why little date.
This lady went live and says, see the black sand, the people shipping it out of the country.
Black sand. The country is rich.
So what so if the minister come to all the crowd and tell us, hey, are the country rich or the country get mineral, but they suffering a man. So who is the minister laying complaint to? Yes, Minister Women Pay, who are you laying complaint to when you went to that program and said Liberia is a rich country with natural mineral resources? We are suffering because that man-made suffering. Who are you laying complaint to? We are looking for a solution from you. We're not looking for a complaint.
Yes, let's move on quickly. The by-election in Nima County, this new movement, the CMC, Chokon Gray is not here yet. So exactly, I want to say already. Yes, though the motorcyclists, y'all were took to the street yesterday. We invited your here to be here, but by this time, he's not here yet. Why they still protest every Monday? All right, yeah, every Monday they'll take to the street to protest. All right, but the CMC, Citizen Movement for Change, right? I spoke with the party chairman yesterday, James Yogi, and I asked whether this party that was formulated on Saturday will it feed a candidate in the by-election. He said to me, yes. The possibility stands 90% that the CMC will feed a candidate in the by-election for the by-election. And that means more deal. Yes. So we anticipate to get a name that the CMC will be feeding, meaning that the political leader of the CMC, Musa Belete, will be highly supporting the first test. This is the first test the party is going to see. Yes. Whether you're going to win the election, if they put a candidate, or you're going to come first or second, we'll also see that. Yes, the weight the CMC have in Nima County, the by-election. This is it. Another group is calling, say the vice president should remain neutral. Jeremiah Quinn is the godfather of Nima County. It's no secret about that, right? Just remain neutral and everybody do their own campaigning.
The people, you know,
let's go remain neutral.
Politicians have that way of.
If you're doing all the guaranteeing it there, but just remain neutral.
Well,
why to now will not be easy.
My family says I should not talk. No comment.
No comment. That's a problem. No comment.
My family say,
last thing family told us to go back and make comment. 1 week later, she came back and started talking all around.
Well, coming this morning, Linda say I should
you shouldn't make no comment.
Anything, no comment.
Okay, no comment. Okay. How many names we know so far now?
Well,
no familiar name. I mean, when I say familiar, no favorite person there to say yeah to win the election. I will say election. Or you're going testing. Nobody have won.
So we heard Madam Ide Gonglo where?
Ide Gonglo where? Yes.
We heard
Ide have been asking the CMC, and then it was not CMC yet, not to feed a candidate.
Okay.
So Ide, I mean, it's a little bit.
She said one use of the other party relationship with the CMC political
with the
leader.
CMC political leader. So it didn't work. CMC is going. CMC is going to feed a candidate.
Okay.
I'll be asking. Quite another.
Mark Bluon.
Mark?
Yes, the former county inspector, Mark Bluon.
Okay. I don't know which party.
CDC stalwart.
CDC.
Yes.
CDC still had that weight.
We also hearing about Roland Duo.
Roland Duo.
We also hearing about Roland Duo was part of
the party.
No. Rondo was part of the leadership structure of the Nimba for WIA.
Okay.
Yes. And also Attorney Garrison Yelu,
Yellow.
the
Okay.
former District 4 representative.
Okay. Yes.
Also hearing that.
Hmm.
Who again?
Sam Koga.
Yeah, Sam Koga.
Sam Koga
Yeah,
too
Sam
also
Koga.
went to the CMC before the CMC was formulated. Sam Koga had been lobbying that he will need the support of the district serving lawmaker Musa Ability.
Only that's a normal political maneuver now.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we might say, what's the other guy will interview? Not Tab, but T1K.
Okay, T1K. Yes, I forgot T1K.
T1K. What's his last name?
Fangalo.
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 Yes, T1K. We have the election commission at free PR.
Okay, Aramataneke Timba.
Yes,
Timba. Timba served as district now representative before.
Okay.
Yes, before losing to Dr. Gueclo, and then his attempt to come back didn't work, so he wanted to come back for the Senate.
Yes, so
he has some good relationship with the Unity Party, and so I don't know.
Where is our commoner? Is he contesting Goba?
I beg him.
Goba Slepo?
Goba will endorse.
Yes, but I mean that is it. So the elections commission, I mean, you owe the local community radio stations in Limba, please. The guys are not happy, and they are sending this message to us in Monrovia. We should inform you. Yes, otherwise else there'll be a serious media blackout to the National Elections Commission by election in Limba. A message there.
Do you want to contact Yellow Machine to see?
Yellow Machine?
Yeah.
So what we're doing, let's move on to the big thing that was on yesterday. President Joseph Boykai.
Yeah.
Yes. We want some of you to call this morning. What are those people you know that preparing for 2029? If the president will come out, the first time the president came out and say, declare your asset. If you declare your asset, I will take action. It took some time. The president came back and suspended. What I understand now, all those who the president has suspended, they are still going to job. Good morning to you. Was it suspension on the job with all pay? Was it made clear? Suspension on the job
with all pay.
With all pay. So the people are going to work.
Job there.
Yeah. So the CSA now have to act the month of what? February. All those who were suspended on the job should not be getting paid. Josiah Jogara running around. If you fool us with that press release, the post still take pay will know.
You let media be
You let the media be there, Joker.
I don't know whether you can pay, sir.
No, you can't pay. Somebody said the man where said the JFK on top position.
And yeah, run to Mika and made the news.
Yeah, but once the president make a statement, it should be taken into serious consideration. Now the president have come out and said, people have said to President Blocker, I don't think your legacy will live after you have left the presidency. He said, how? People are preparing for themselves, not you. And it's true. The president have an agenda, the IRS agenda. So those of you who have brought on board, you're not thinking about how the IRS agenda will be achieved, but you are instead thinking about your very self. Typical example, going on social media, President Boycott, all your people they're now fighting on social media. So we're thinking, what are Ellen Johnson? These people learn from Ellen Johnson's salif. Ellen empowered most of them today. They are arrived today. But going on Facebook, they are making noise, they are causing confusion, they're going back to back with those who voted for you, President Boycott. You are not wrong for asking the question or making that statement. Who are those names do you know preparing for 2029 instead of making the IRS agenda achieve? So the president say resign. They will not resign, right? They will not resign. They won't. They won't resign. So we're about to get the telephone lines open up, but the Ministry of Health, the PPCC, on Burgess Scott Johnson, the PPCC have not been doing well. Yeah, procurement, people bidding. No explanation. The most recent one is the Ministry of Health. The Health Ministry Interior, was it Interior Perspective? Got a big bidding from the Ministry of Health. The team was in the Ministry of Health vehicle while the other bidders were there sitting. Good morning to you, my president, Boykai.
They were going to do such technical project, but they say they don't have car.
They didn't get car. The they put in, in the ministry car already. That they put in one the contract. So sad thing. Yeah. Very sad. Let's get some call. The calls open now. 11 yellow machine where they come in. That's it. Yes. Let's pick the calls of 0770-153-265. 153-265.
Yes, we'll take comments from what do you make of the cabinet meeting yesterday? The president calling on people to resign if they have political ambition for 2029, opening fresh investigations into the mysterious death of auditors as well as the three missing boys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the three missing boys and audit reports and all of these things and other talking points this morning. So 0770-202579. 0770-202579. You can call this morning and participate.
0770-153-265. 153-265. Let's pick our first caller by mobile this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Onyo Robert and Marka Davis. This is incoming Representative Milton Yoko, District number 6, Motorado County. I don't think President Marka will give me a job. Why I say also to see whether they will give me a job, because for me, I make it clear I'll be contesting 2029. So if President Marka will give me a job, you should know that I will work, and then the code of conduct give people time when it's resign, but you shouldn't be giving that kind of money. People got right to contest. You know, the post.
Who are those names, man? Yoko, maybe you know some of the names, those who are preparing for 2029. You have the president. Please have the president.
I heard my people might be contesting. I heard something like that, but I don't know how to.
Please be sure. Make sure don't call me now. But people in problem. They think going to pull out what they say. Okay. You mean the minister of youth and sports? Okay.
I want to contest for diseases. So, you know, we don't want diseases and want to contest in diseases. I also heard that the suspended local boss will be contesting as well. So maybe while he's suspended, the state giving a warning to all of them as well. There are a lot of people that I heard that they might be contesting. So, but what I want to say, President Marka, you know, the court of conduct gives space to those who want to contest when they should resign, what they should do. So, President Marka is not come now to kill people of vision when he has fought so many times to become president.
Okay.
So, vice president, 2 years he fought to become president.
Yeah, but when you're vice president, you're not saying I want to be president. You're quiet true, or when you're parked like an old car, and you're not saying that to Ellen.
I agree. But 2 years to the election boss, he said he wanted to contest. So what I want to say is the motorcycle family the motorcyclists, they continue to advocate for the no-go zone. I want to come aboard with a board. Even though the IG has said they will not allow them to go.
Okay.
But we stay up aboard with a board.
Okay. Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning, Oni and Marka.
Moses, morning. Go ahead.
Yeah, Oni, just a water business. Oni, the reason I call the show, Oni, can you imagine how people it is that you be supplying somebody something that you don't get access to it. You almost like a man cooking the kobo every time, then you can't get access to eat the crow.
Okay.
So
Now Harrisburg, right? Harrisburg.
Harrisburg.
Okay.
We have been to people to talk to. You know, everything I almost every time they show is that they get how represented are not accessible to all. But if you are coming to or you listen to the
Which district is that? District 1?
District number 1 is
Okay, now Rufiatu Barrio of the Liberty Party. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
District.
Okay.
Yes. So
Thank you.
Let's just take Emma because Emma has been on the line.
Yes.
Emma, good morning.
Good morning, Marka. Good morning.
Morning.
My name is Emma Hammer. I call myself there this morning. Marka, let me appreciate this morning on training issue, more especially the statement from President Marka. Marka, someone stood under the rain, under the sun that say yes, we want to rescue this country. But today you are seeing most of the people who have had the opportunity to work in this government, they are not even thinking about how to rescue the country, but we're thinking about 2029. And it's important for to tell the people if you feel like you can't work, you don't want to now to be in government, resign the post. And I don't know what happened to the code of conduct when I was suspended by President Marka, but after taking a mission, I don't know if someone else still working or someone will defy the president or they are still doing those things. So we asked the president, those who did not declare the code of the answer, and the president don't know that. No, but we got this same point and reach out. You might tell someone to kill people for the reason I got you. We people that are killing now. Give somebody with my brother.
Okay, thank you. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, you call the morning to say customer attention. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning. Go ahead.
Yes, good morning. This is Wilson Blini. I do join from Nima.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you for the current discussion this morning. Uh, there's one thing about let's say there's one thing about this quote unquote reporting what so for we got one Liberia, a peaceful Liberia. He says that in recently in Lima we have a leader time for the party. In this party was well attended by a lot of people. Yeah, but what they're surprising me a lot is about a lot of people in Lima think that Lima just belongs to them. So we don't want the Lima to state for example in this country because people are taking some what's my issue as
Okay.
they are the only owner of Lima. So I just
Okay.
All right.
Everybody unima. Oh, unima.
Yeah. Let's pick this last quarter. Morning, quickly. 1 minute, quickly. Morning.
good morning Onu and good morning to Marka. My
Morning.
name is Father Pantoborin DSD to our Monza City and I call from District 12. It's actually I'm calling from commercial capital city Chicago Bank. Onu, I have some fundamental disagreement with you, stating that first of all that the love of God is because of a method. That is another argument. But I want to thank the motorcyclists for being very peaceful. I listened to the American ambassador talking about asking them what are the carrying communications to the UN, and they say yes. And the American ambassador praised them for being very peaceful. I want to thank them. And lastly, the president is now calling for investigation into the situation as it relates to the 3 missing boys and other cases. I want them to expand the situation that led to the death of the former popular senator Mobutu Sese and few other people in this country. We believe that it was Mobutu.
When you found death suspicious?
Yeah. One man saying 8 fish, another man saying, they didn't eat. So there was skepticism.
Okay.
Skepticism. And
All right, Father Bleeder. Thank
All
you
right.
so
Yeah.
much.
So as we join,
Click on. I mean, those of you who texted me, you're afraid to call. They put a name. You send a text. You want us to read it?
yeah. So as we join, Chokon, yesterday the jurors, the prospective jurors who were supposed to decide on the
25 of them
case were rejected.
All 25.
Yes, they were rejected. So the judge has issued that the jury management also present another 26 person
Wow.
to be I don't know whether they call select to be selected again. So the selection process did not go on yesterday because people believe that most of the people who came were some way somehow conflicted. Either some were linked to the defendants or some were linked to
all 25 of them.
Yes. So
wow.
This is what it is.
Yes. Strickland Gray capture live on camera. Nick the yellow machine. Mama, why if I good morning to you?
This is the man who had the blue and white megaphone yesterday.
Yeah, no, when you're walking or holding him. I said the the main issue yesterday in yellow t-shirt. Yeah, they're holding you. Nothing happened to him. Yeah, when you fall, acting like you're falling down the floor, acting like you're falling. Let's yeah. Choco, good morning to you. Welcome, man.
Good morning on you. Good morning to your co-host, and good morning to your listening audience. Good morning to our motorcyclists out there. Good morning to librarian in general.
Great. In fact, what do you call yellow machine? Let's start off there quickly. Yellow machine. All on social media, yellow machine. The man put up more. How many thousand you put up yesterday? What, 1,000 plus?
Yeah, 1,000 plus.
Okay.
If people say that 300 person is 1,000.
Yeah, but you have reported there. Yeah. So the name Yellow Machine, we will ride motorbike. We have our nickname, or we say riding name, right? Our service name.
Like riding Yellow Machine.
Yellow Machine. So
I know which banner you fall under because 1 minute or year John Keon, another minute or year Chokon Gray and others.
So I am a motorcyclist. I am the president of Supreme Motorcycle Transport Union of Liberia. One of the 13 constituent union that made up the federation.
Okay. Yeah, so again, there's no go zone restriction. Let's go straight to the point, considering that you already came a little bit late. But Did you meet your target on yesterday? You took men to the streets to, even though peacefully, to petition the government, petition international partners. What specifically were in that petition that you presented?
Well, we had three things, three demands in our petition. Number one, we have to do with lifting of the restriction or ban placed on us by the Liberian National Police. The next thing we have on our petition is the issue about those bars that were illegally impounded or arrested and kept at the Liberian National Police zones and depots. And the last thing we have on our agenda is to have justice for our friend. We want a peaceful investigation into what led to the death of our colleague, Emmanuel Chokon Pajibo, and other motorcyclists that
Concerning the accident around the slipway?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and other.
But an accident now, how you investigate accident?
You got it. But so when the accident, you can't investigate accident. What caused the accident? What need to be investigated?
Okay.
Yeah. So and other colleagues who are being brutalized by police. You go in the street nowadays, you see police holding sticks in their hand. I mean, hitting our people with it, and we think that it is unfair. I mean, you can't effectuate arrest or whatever regulation using such an excessive force. I mean, it is unfair. So we need these issues to be resolved. We need an investigation in the different police.
Were you demanding or appealing?
Well, we are always appealing. We are appealing, and we are still appealing to national government to see reason to lift up this ban on our people, release our people's motorbike, and also calling on the government to speedily investigate the different police brutality and what led to our friend death.
Did you give any ultimatum, any time frame to the government to add on your petition?
So basically, we submitted our petition yesterday. You know, this decision don't just come like a yellow machine decision of being the president. No. We have general meeting with all of the different parking lot chairmen, and normally when we're having a meeting, we normally invite the press because our decision is voted through democratic means. So we converge as different parking lots chairmen, take suggestions, and then the popular suggestion is voted on by the leaders. After that, when you, for example, you come and present a recommendation and say, oh, let us go and protest. Besides making that recommendation, you come and justify why you want us to protest. And so that opportunity will be given you. So you make your case as leader of, the different parking lots. And so depending on the way you make your case, and then the entire body
have to buy into it.
Have to buy into by voting it. So that's how we derive at the decision to assemble at the Capitol to present our different petitions.
How did you manage to control the crowd? There was no violence. I mean, people were projecting it was going to be a clash between the police and the cyclists on Monday. How do you manage?
So we are peaceful people. The motorcyclists are civilized. They are law-abiding. We agree there are a few bad apples among us. Normally bad news go more than good news. So I mean, many people when they see these few motorcyclists, reacting wrongly, they just generalize that all of us, we are bad people, but we are not. We are good people. Many people can attest that motorcyclists, we have a lot of intelligent young people riding back. Okay, so these guys are, they are civilized. They understand that.
Do you regret the action that led to this new policy on restricting cyclists from going to Monrovia? We remember after that accident, some of your men were on a rampage, vandalizing police checkpoints and other facilities here. Do you regret that?
We not just regret that, but we condemn that. We believe that there should be no need for people to take the law in their hands. And that's why we initially started with appealing, condemning our people's action. We believe that there should be some law and order in our country, no matter our anger. We agree that our friends were angry because the manner and form in which he died, and seeing police checkpoint everywhere, even though their bikes are registered, and you just see police checkpoint everywhere in St. Maria. So we believe that if these different checkpoints placed everywhere in Monrovia, like just causing unnecessary traffic, if that checkpoint not on the hill, looking at the kind of defective vehicle just flying all around, he will not die.
Yesterday, you're carrying on your protest, you're running to the district a lawmaker Prince Toll and you offer your 40,000. You rejected the money. Why?
On you, our issue is now. I don't want to be
You said to him, no,
sarcastic,
we don't want your 40,000. We alone can raise 1 million a day. And that's what
but I think Prince too got it mixed up.
Mhm.
Honorable Prince too, let me be respectful. We are talking about over 1,000 motorcyclists who backs are being impounded at the Liberal National Police for more than a week now. People are going to bed hungry. They can't find a livelihood. The issue happened, where our police died, in Honorable Toll District, where I sleep away. Hey man, for any reason, if you want to help us, the best thing Prince Togo have done is to use the oversight responsibility. Send a letter to the police so the police director can be informed because it happened in your district. We are seeing pro at the lawmaker.
Instead of giving you 40,000.
You get 1,000 people with 40,000 to do what with 40,000? The number of days our people motorbike have been parked out there. You ready think 40,000? You know, we just try to be respectful. For me, I took that as an insult. To be frank. That's an insult.
So, Mr. Gray, we understand that the merged federation, they said they've been in negotiation with the authorities to ensure that this ban can be lifted. Have you been part of any of those negotiations?
Yeah, we have been part of the negotiation. We had, I think, 3 different meetings at the Liberian Senate, one at the Liberian National Police Headquarters, and disappointingly, the approach being recommended by the Liberian National Police, we think it is not helpful to us.
Mhm.
The Inspector General agreed that he's going to release our people back, but he's not going to allow a route
Okay.
on the main road.
On the main road.
Yes, he was definite about it.
You were chanting, we don't want to be armed robbers. I mean, what kind of song, how that song came about?
So, O'Neill, you know, our sector is so big. People who lost jobs from company, different places, they have no other. I mean, the motorcycle sector is an open sector, right? Whether you have degree, formal or informal education, I mean, there is almost like the last point of life where people go and find a livelihood.
In Labrador.
Yes, I mean, you don't need probably a formal education, probably to get BSc to be a motorcyclist, right? You just need to learn how to operate a bike. So, assuming that if I were working here at UFN and I lost my job, after passing all around, get a job, right? I could probably buy 1 or 2 bikes and say, let it won't be my full money, or myself will get on it, right? So it is attracting a lot of people, whether educated or non-educated people. It is attracting a lot of young people. Besides people who are losing their jobs. Some of our friends who were involved with criminalities, I mean, different forms of public disobedience, right? They are seeing the motorcycle sector as a means of transformation. Some of them that were involved with criminality, I mean, they have changed. I mean, why would a man be risking a life for his daily bread and probably going to carry on armed robbery or criminality when he had another means that his life will be safer? So, I mean, this sector attracted a lot of young people. Some of them, if they gave you that story, I have been in this sector on you for more than 10 years.
Mhm.
On you, I can practically identify people and say this men were involved with this, and I can give you histories.
Mhm.
Former ex-combatants, right? So you have people from different, people with different attributes and talents who have found motorcycle riding as a way of getting a livelihood. Denying them, you are reminding them. You are making them to believe that they are coming in the street. It's another form of
Mhm.
carrying them back to their past.
You have said every Monday you'll be coming out. You think that's the way out? Or, I mean, every Monday you'll be having this peaceful protest?
So we said Monday, like I said, our decision is not a yellow machine decision, no. It is the collective decision of the people. So part of our agreement is to give the government some time, like we presented our petition on yesterday. We believe that the government is going to listen because this is start to national security. This is start to our livelihood. So that's why we give it from Monday to Monday. That's 7 days. I mean, 7-day period. We today making it 14 days. Since the restriction was placed on us. So we presented our petition on yesterday, right? For yesterday, counting that 7 days, we believe that all other things that needs to be done for our rights to be restored can be done within this period of time because we are getting impatient. So we think that at least 7 days of national emergency, days about our livelihood. So
did you have the opportunity on yesterday to meet any of the key actors in the joint security?
Yesterday, no. But before yesterday, we met with Senator Momo Sarah, who is the chair on national security and defense. We raised the issue and also agree with all that they start to national security because people livelihood. When the man cannot get his daily bread, I mean, a hungry man will always be an angry man. No matter how you, I don't know how much, how to really probably fine tune that. When you hungry, there is consistent anger that's going to be in you.
Do you have a fixed database of how many motorcyclists in Maserati alone?
We have more than the last research we did, that was in 2018. Nationwide, we have over 200,000 motorcycles.
200,000?
Yes.
In Maserati?
No.
In
Liberia,
the whole country? Okay.
Yes. And Maserati account for over 50,000.
50,000?
Yes.
Damn, that's a huge number.
That was almost 6 years ago.
6 years. 6 years. And the number have increased.
So from this
oil going back, different companies going back, different NGOs, people running to it have increased. And you know, every day people buy motorbikes.
Yeah, I think I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that. But on your priority list, I think 2 key things I gathered. 1, that the bags that were impounded should be released. 2, that the no-go zone restrictions should be lifted. Which one is top of the priorities?
The no-go zone should be lifted. There is a thing. You release this bag, like the police inspector general agreed to release the bag. Where the bags are packed within the place he considered no-go zone. You find people around, there will always be, they say also you'll get people around the barrack. Anywhere you find money where people get their livelihood, there will always be people put it to that in a place.
Also, you can
finish around the barracks.
Right? So they may used to the military, right? So I mean, to get distance that man from that place, it will be difficult. So make matter worse, we are entitled to the role on you. I say I'm not saying they in no way trying to be disrespectful.
You're entitled to the rules.
Definitely. Why am I saying this? Last year, the inspector general of us had a lot of meetings, a lot of people discussion. They see no-go zone was being recommended, or probably was the police inspector general attempted bringing this in no-go zone. We disagree with the police that they will not solve the problem. If the issue about our safety, of course, that will not solve the problem because you can't tell me leaving a me road will stop people from making accident in the community. So, what our recommendation is, we want to be seeing the other motorcycle in Uganda and other places. We want to be unique. We want to have helmet. We want to be unique, right? So, the police director disagree initially. When we announced a protest, the vice president intervened. He said, "Oh, yellow machine gentlemen, what can we do?" I said, "Chief, no, easy, no job. We won't hustle. They motorbike will ride. We won't ride. It will get joy. Nobody will be telling us to leave on the road." The vice president understood from that point and said, "Okay, you know what, Gregory? I the poor hustle, right? Give the poor opportunity. When the people, I mean, we think you can guard the process. Maybe they can wear helmet and the rest of it." We agreed. Now we came back. People come on, listen now, different items. He said, all other area, what needs zone, the other community, that one, they can do whatever they know, they can do their normal riding, right? But for the city, for the sanity of the city, you guys should be uniquely attired. Get your helmet, get your travel lesson, get your reflector. I need 9 different items. If you sum all those things, as the person made it, I did $325 US. Okay? So we strive, some are accredited, with the assurance that we will be the city boys. We are riding the city, will be different from the people that are riding on the Dusty Road. Okay. We believe that we are city rather. We should go by this. Our faith from
Meeting all of the 9 requirements.
the 9 requirements. Okay, so we didn't just take the money and give it because we want to, and we just want to give money. No, we believe that our friend that was right in the city, they took pride in being a city rider. That's why they take that huge amount of money and give it to government, right? The government confirmed that because of the government, the motorcycle and involvement with tax paying, they raised the highest revenue within a short period of time on you. So you can't collect people money. There's a contract, right? Well, you have the policy, you don't want motorcycle to ride, you want them to ride in the community. Why will you collect their money? And because of few people action, and you want to pay it out everybody, somebody come away probably problems that select down, and you know, the day before that issue, the man can't bother and say, you're everything, man, over. Because he probably put and go break the bull. I mean, it make no sense. You can't, crimes are not transferable on you. When we say that, people say you're being too frisky. Crimes are not transferable, it is clear. Look, the police is trained to go after the perpetrator. You can't promote the victim and who they respond for the perpetrator. Just last year, we saw the police inspector general. When I saw that booth, I said, oh, that bro is getting better. The police inspector details all the difference of education on that booth. One of the things I admire, he said the camera on that booth can pick you up from ELB Junior to the station. I said, oh, that's fine. At least people who violate traffic law will be okay. So why can't the police inspector general use the security camera?
The camera on all of the boats.
On the boat.
You saw the camera?
But the police inspector,
I didn't see the camera on the boats.
and you listen to the police inspector general and he said the camera on there.
Because normally in other countries, police will normally have the webcam attached to them.
Yeah.
Yes, but we don't reach out to that level. Maybe the booths have these webcams on them.
The inspector general still there. Look, I can't.
So instead you expect him to use footages from these
Use footages from the police booth and go out and investigate the perpetrator. You can't be penalizing other people for other people's action.
So let me ask you this political question. There has been saying in the public that why some of you motorcyclists are planning this protest for the lifting of the no-go zone and the release of impounded bikes. You are doing this in collaboration with the opposition CDC. So they believe that this entire thing is not genuinely about advocating for the cyclists, but it's also politically motivated. What do you say to that?
Chief, I think people trying to be political here. In my mind, all political parties in this country have their membership in our sector. In my mind, all of the political parties are about this time. There should be press releases. In the name of our bar that were illegally impounded.
Including the ruling party.
Including the ruling party. I want the ruling party to put their own put together and have a press conference that will support the government action.
So when John Kerry come out to speak, they say he speaks on behalf of the ruling party.
Amen. I want
I'm actually when John Kerry doing a press release, they said well John is speaking because of the United. The guy said there'll be no protest. Then 2 days later, we're seeing peaceful protests on. So what's going on?
So John is a former member of our sector. One person I appreciated the president. I still appreciate the president for giving an opportunity to work at the National Port Authority.
He worked at the port?
Yeah, he worked as assistant director for logistics.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm happy. I want to see more motorcyclists, being empowered or given the opportunity because motorcyclists play key role in the going election. Almost everybody, almost all the political parties were put into us because we have the number. So no political party that support this action. If they support it, I want them to come open and say we support the government action against motorcyclists. I want one politician. The only thing he has shown is that, but they're not speaking. It means they are in support.
Are you denying or are you saying it is not true that you organize this thing along with the CDC?
Amen. Somebody tell my food material, but what's the election? I mean, normally people believe that motorcyclists are stupid.
Members are with you in the
even the United Party people are supposed to be there. But we don't get membership in motorcycle now. And when you call one political party, including the very United Party, they tell us they don't want motorcycle support. Or they support the government action against our people. Nobody can. People should start playing politics over our livelihood here on you. We're talking about people love that we have a political party. La party by my back. Eh? My family not eating to my house. La political party carry food to my house.
No,
They
no,
say
no.
they say they say
No
they say
political
they say
party
in fact
motive.
you are a sedition, so you are the one leading the CDC to form part of the protest.
When you again, sometimes it just that I don't want to be but for me, I get irritated when people try to police how people just cause. When you have a history of me when it comes to motorcycle advocacy in this country. This is not today. I mean, why would people want to politicize everything in this country? We're talking about people lively who here. Eh? Okay, yeah, green CDC poor Pono say, okay, I support your protest. Unity Party won't tell me they support the government action against us. The ANC wanted us. They support the government action against our people.
It's CMC, the new
The
political party.
CMC. I wanted to come out openly so we can record them.
Okay, hold on, Chuck. Let's get some calls coming up. This is the breakfast show. Running out of time. We'll have to meet up with our next segment guest. Let's pick a few calls up. 0770-153-265. His name is Trickle Gray, a grief motorcyclist head.
And 0770-202-579. Let's take the first caller. Good morning. Straight to the point.
Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, this is Augustine T. Joy. I'm phoning you from Matrape. Quickly, I want to thank the young man this morning for appearing in studio to discuss the issue concerning the APLA. But I think he needs to, push it as it neighbors. Because these guys, we are in the traffic as well. These guys will observe them. They are very reckless. They are very sorry. Some of them are very reckless and some of them are very rude. So are you telling me if you get paid 300 or 400 to government as a tax for whatever registration, whatever you want, does it give you the right to violate other people's right? Does it give you the right to misbehave?
Okay. Thank you. Let's go straight to the point. Good morning.
Good morning, Marka. Good morning to the people of Liberia. This is the voice of Yoko A. George. I call you from a rented resident in Baptist Seminary. Marka, let me appreciate the head of the motorcyclist in the studio this morning. And the Ministry of Transport gave a press statement yesterday stating that his institution is not registered with the government. But that is not the issue. So the issue here has to do with the government impounding motorcyclists. At the same time, the government has restricted this guy after registering and after ensuring that giving some money to government revenue. Let the government be things that these guys are one of the major contributing factors to the economy of the Liberia.
Okay. Thank you. Let's go straight to the point. 1 minute. Good morning.
Good morning, Marka. And let me just good morning, people on you. There's a voice of G. Ransom of Virginia, feature host of the True Breakfast Show. Only the Marka, let me announce to you that today is your birthday. Happy birthday to me.
Okay.
Okay. Happy birthday.
Yeah. So, only before I speak out to you again, let me say this to you that the Liberia people, they are actually provoking the Liberia National Police. If you go to the federal show tomorrow today, Marka, on you. The officer will be doing what you say, what's the bill? Oh, you're going to mess me. So I'm calling this morning, let them stop that provoking the national police. They should be
They say the AFL man come is a provoke. He says a provoke.
Yeah, but it's provocation actually. Yeah.
Okay, pass. Okay.
Let me say this. You see the Kega, that's why they sort of for violent person. She wanted if you want to see all the Kega or down way. They can be straight somehow behind that. Why get out there? They will find the mountain to go behind that. This guy not stop. They got the video on top of the entire country.
All right. Thank you. Let's stick to the 1 minute. Good morning.
Good morning, Marka. This is what the Alpha going from Booyah this morning.
Okay.
I found the show through the internet. Let me say thank to you guys very much for the talking point. Marka, myself, I will immoral. Sometimes the way some 30 drive, sometimes the approach to some of the motorcycle, This is Somalia drag. You see truck will see motorbike coming a day. You see that truck coming to excessive speed. So you see put him into also be coming from that motorbike too.
So can we really speak to the issue at hand? The protest yesterday, the guys made a demand that within 7 days their issues should be addressed. One, the bags impounded should be released, and that a no-go zone should be lifted. So these are the core issues now. We know behavior issue and other things. Yes, we know about that.
Yeah, the issue here is that what I want to talk to them, your case issue that the first thing you have in your case, the first protest one on peaceful, nothing happened to NSAC. Then they will on a peace and look up to the government and look up to the international community that have been sent out. You're not having series of protests. The first protest they were on peaceful. We are kind of things and talk to the people there, remain calm and look up to the plan. I think government will be able to address on the issue.
Okay, what up, Father joining from Booyah in Nima County this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, for news and good morning to the studio guests.
Morning.
Let me say thank you to the brother that is here in the studio discussing the issues of the motorcyclists. Brother, let me say thank you to you for the idea that you're pushing on behalf of the motorcyclists. So I want to add on to the brother to appeal to national government to give this motorcyclist their time, at least the little area that they have to run so they can run there and freely guard their motorbike, because these are things that the people depend on to have a little bread.
Okay, thank you so much. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, Marka, good morning. And let me say morning to good news. This is the voice of Chief Mental behind joining from somewhere around Liberia. Marka, let me go to the point. You know, most of these motorcyclists, we agree, some of them are very responsible, some of them are very intelligent. But on the other hand, you know the kind of thing I was for the do black tree or whatever they say. Like I listen to the Atlantis in this morning. The guy still sounds very mature and intelligent, but I want them to look among themselves. I mean, they need to really control themselves and train. Most of these youth are just coming up and something get a friend back. They jump on in the city going around. These are the guys that can cause the problem. But actually, the motorcycle are actually helping some of us in this country to have all of us. Nobody can pull a hand that will see. Nobody ever helped them before. But these guys need to control themselves in a very proper way and let them take the issue to the law and let them wait upon the law. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. I'll take 2 more calls. Yes, because of time, we have our next guest around already. Good morning. Morning.
Thank you. Mr. Good morning to all you. It's not fair in the broadcast. This is the voice of Pueblo with them. There's conversation from this yesterday.
Okay.
Thank you so much for your congregation. Well, this morning, like Chocon said, this is not a political party. And I'm speaking to you, my official capacity as the National Secretary General for the Unity Party National Motorcycle Conference.
Okay.
So I think for us, one of the agreement we have for, from our 44 protesters yesterday, that some of us said we should not take protest to be the first option. Protest should be our last option. Let us engage the government. If the government refuses to adhere to our plan, then we can take another step away. Because we need to sue the Liberian National Police, because Trump is not the crime is not transferable. Like the brother said, you cannot have just 1% of the sector will go and cause problem, and you put it on the entire 100% of the public. It is not good for now. So we say the CFA personnel who came out, they're going to speak on the police. So we say we should disrobe all of the CFA personnel in authorized countries. No. And this is why we recommend to our president and our government not to adhere to some of these people who say ain't no motorcycle that is also my brother.
Okay, William, thank you. Let's take Madam Victoria Paba as the last caller this morning. Go ahead, Madam.
Yeah, morning.
Morning.
Thank you to the studio guests there. Thank God the motorcyclists are doing well, but some of them they can cause tears from what happened. As far as they checking on the bag. So you try and work on this. Number 2, I want to speak to the government. When you walk in the city, you must start from here. Don't start for the team. When you want to see the motorcyclists in the street, you're bound by the importation of motorbikes. And if you want to control it to a particular area, You're not getting people, you're not getting you're not taking money from the people, register and other things. You're trying to work it right. Let the children get back on in the streets. We
Okay.
already crying with them, with some of their bad attitudes. So if they are basis, so we are not backing them. Because I started with them, how they can help us so that we can be safe in the street with our bags.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, let's just go back to Chokon. Yellow machine.
Yeah.
You listen to the callers.
Yeah. So I think almost everyone supposed our activities on yesterday. Uh, like our friend from the Unity Party, like I said on you, I want to see the political party, that single political party that will probably come out open and say we support the government action against the motorcyclists. I think everyone is saying the same thing. We are asking the government, we are begging for the government to lift up this ban. This ban are reduced all to hardship poverty. This ban is causing more problems. This ban it is making some of our friends who were involved with different things to start taking it back. We think the best thing the government can do is to lift up the ban. I mean, people can there will always be bad apples, Marka. There will always be bad apples among, group. You have over 200,000 young people. To sit in studio here and tell you that all of us that ride back, we are all good people. I mean, I won't be sincere to myself. I won't be sincere to myself. But the government can go after, we can collaborate with the government. The young people, some of them can have vocational education. Let the government start thinking about our future. Not now. Because trust me, we are riding it back. We are not happy. I mean, there is a only settle that you find yourself and nobody want to respect you only because they see you on two tire.
Okay,
This is
but Joker,
unfair.
I think you have made enough point this morning. Just because of time, use the next 30 seconds in your parting comments, please.
So again, we want to say thanks to all of the motorcyclists. Remain peaceful, remain kind as we engage with government constructively. Don't forget, on tomorrow at Vocal Mission, our meeting stand at 12. Be there, let's have a conversation, let's give you feedback about our activities on yesterday. As we continue to engage government, let's remain peaceful, put on your best behavior. Let's prove to the world that we are peaceful. Please, you see police officers on the street, don't talk to them. Remain in the same attitude that we are saving them on yesterday. We are asking other stakeholders, we are asking some influential people, the international community, our partners, political party to please add their voices to our so the issue can be resolved. Please, we are asking President Marka, please help talk to your police director so he can lift up this ban. Please, we are begging you. They think reduce our people are really suffering. Please, those bars are apart. It is making our friends are not getting money to support their family. Their kids are not in school. They are causing serious problems.
Especially they're not putting their susu.
They put in a Suzu. He said, "We beg you, Baba, warrior fool. Please, thank you."
Okay. Yeah, so he's Chokon Gray, commonly known as Yellow Machine, the man who led the peaceful protest in Monrovia on yesterday with the aggrieved motorcyclists. Let's go for sports. Naomi Tapia is here this morning. Yeah, so yes, so Naomi Tapia is next with sports this morning. Naomi, good morning.
And Sao Tomé.
Tunisia will be hosted at the SKD Sports Complex on 19 March, followed by a match against the lesser-known Sao Tome on the 21st. Meanwhile, just a day after being considered for a stand-in coach position, Coach Tomo released a provisional squad of 36 local players to begin era preparations. Senior female professional head coach Terry Deco has assured supporters and fans that his team will bring home the Orange Cup trophy this season. In a dominant quarterfinals performance, senior female professionals crushed Basel girls 5-1 at the Tusa feat on Saturday, securing a spot in the semifinals of the 2024-5 Orange Cup. War girls advanced to the semifinals of the Orange Cup for the second successive time in a row following their 3-2 post-match penalty victory over Stages Queen. Just before that match, Rival Angels recorded a 5-1 victory over F Angels at the weekend to qualify for their first ever Orange Cup semifinals. Defending champions Shatter Angels suffered a 4-3 post-match penalty defeat to their bitter rivals, the Dami Girls, after an intensive 90 minutes that ended in a goalless draw at the Tusa feat in Gannattsville. And international developments, Jaren Timber says Arsenal can change the narrative of their season if they beat PSV in their Champions League last 16 tie. The Gunners have suffered injuries to several of their key attackers, with Kai Havertz and Gabriel Jesus ruled out for the season, while Bukayo Saka and Gabriel Martinelli have hamstring injuries to keep them on the sidelines. Arsenal have failed to score in their last two matches and falling 13 points behind leaders Liverpool at the top of the Premier League. However, they were one of the stout sides in the Champions League group phase, finishing third on 19 points and only conceding 3 goals. Before Tuesday's first leg at PSV's Philips Stadium, Dutch defender Timber said, "I think the motivation is there and it's an amazing league to play in." Timber has played 36 times for Arsenal this season after only making 2 Premier League appearances in the last campaign after suffering an anterior cruciate ligament injury on the opening day. And the 23-year-old does not think his side needs to do anything complicated to get a good work fitting back. And finally, Vinicius Jr. says he's living the dream at Real Madrid and wants to sign a new deal with the Champions League holders. The Brazil forward 24 has 2 years left on his current contract and is rumored to be a transfer target for the Saudi Pro League. Vinicius left Flamengo to join Real in 2018. He has won 3 La Liga titles and the Champions League twice. Real continued the defense of the European crown on Tuesday when they host neighbors Atletico in the first leg of their last 16th time. And Vinicius goes into the game with 102 goals from 300 appearances for the club. That's all from our sports desk.
Hey, Tano, what happened to you? So, Julie, worry, I need to pay my donors school fee first thing tomorrow morning. And today is Sunday, I finish and get one thing.
But there are no problems there at all. It's possible you can still pay it tomorrow.
No, that's somebody and I'm level. I'm not joking. If you can't help me, tell me alone.
Yeah, I can help you. Let me ask you, have you heard about EcoBank Money Emergency Number?
You say what? Just leave me alone. I'm telling you, I need to pay my money tomorrow morning first thing. And they will open way 9 o'clock. They can't help me.
But you're not even going to the bank, Tano. All you have to do is to dial *326# and request for 50% of your salary. You will pay EcoBank back within 30 days, and the interest are only 3%. Your money will be sent to your account in a minute, and you can use your ATM card to withdraw it from any EcoBank ATM.
Talame, you mean I'll get it the same day?
Oh yes, instantly. I mean, in a minute. But to you, EcoBank that baby.
I say so.
Oh, I beg you, yeah. EcoBank can make things happen sharp. For any money emergency, just dial *326# to help yourself out.
EcoBank, the Pan African Bank. Do you want to send money or receive money? Somebody will say, we Kappa, Japan, Kabagi. Yes, I know you will want to do that every day. So listen, BNB is a money transfer and receiving company that offers money transfer service tailored to everyone, available everywhere in Liberia and even in the sub-region. Yeah. With BNB, you can send money to Ghana, Guinea, Nigeria, Sierra Leone, Rwanda, Uganda.
Now, me not supposed to laugh when your team faster than baby. Faster can never be baby because faster is the number one and she is the giant when it comes to electrical materials, plumbing materials, and electricity, we have cosmetology and even decoration. So don't say, oh, John Promo did not tell you. We are the best when it comes to academic and also business in Liberia. Simply mean we are 100% Liberian citizen business. So your own set business is FASA Business Center. For more information, if you want contact FASA Business Center, just call on our number 0777 38 78 50. Or if you want to know all
See there? Oh yes, instantly. I mean, in a minute. But to you, Echo Bank that baby. I say so. Oh, I beg you, yeah. Echo Bank can make things happen sharp, sharp. For any money emergency, just dial *326# to help yourself out.
Echo Bank, the Pan African Bank.
Across Africa, a new era has begun, shifting our focus to a new horizon, connecting us with one purpose: to create and share opportunities to grow. making a brighter tomorrow, built by our dreams and our energy. Across our continent, across the world, we are creating a better way to a better future. A Pan-African future. Together. EcoBank. A better way, a better Africa.
Monitor your balance and usage, track SMS, calls, and data easily. Stay connected with Orange Money and Orange Energy's services and products. Get entertainment, games, music, and more. Purchase tickets to the hottest events and shop with ease from online vendors and consumable products. The best part? It's zero rated. No data charges to use the app. Download the app now on Google Play Store or App Store. Just search Max It LR. Live smarter, live better, live life to the max with Orange Max It. For more information, call 111 or find us on Facebook at Orange Liberia.
Yes, welcome back. Welcome back to the True Breakfast Show. We have 27 minutes more to be right here this morning. And unfortunately, we can have Reverend Jerry Kula with us this morning. Yes, probably traffic or whatsoever. But howbeit, we want to call on the Council of Churches to resolve this matter. You know, what is happening right now? See people accusing the media. I mean, it's a sad thing if you accuse the media. The two sides, right? So the media always want to hear, and that's it. So we want to call on the Council of Churches. I understand the Secretary General of the Council of Churches have spoken. Let the GMC and that of the UMC, sorry, you know, sit and find this way out, because to become this public dispute is a very sad thing for the Christian community. Yes, so the clergy people should stand up, and this matter should be resolved. You know, going to studio back and forth, and the media always want to hear. So again, we understand that United Methodist Church have run to court again. You know, to see church going, the church now going to court is a different thing. I think the Jesus Christ said, God said, let's send this thing in house. So that's how the whole world. So I understand UMC have gone to court already. You know, we cannot continue going about doing no. Who do we look to now? Who do we run to? So this matter, the media, the social media, the electronic media, they're all been flooded with the UMC saga. Again, I'm hearing that the UMC have now gone back to the courthouse. So the church now gone to the court. So the court is going to decide the fate of the two sides. But no one should blame the media. Yes, the media always wants someone to talk. We always want you to talk. Even if it's possible to have Bishop Kuya say, we want him to come and talk. I mean, so the church members are there. Some of them are very disappointed. You know, but so the next couple of minutes, again, this motorcycle issue, I think, interestingly, Yellow Machine will have to look for a taxi to go to town. I was just seeing the guy go. Before then, he'll get on his back and just flash straight to Central Monrovia. So we want to police the IG, the Inspector General. The police need this kind of, you know, when I see people chanting the army, one army, you know, it doesn't look well for our security sector. The police must be respected. And equally so, the traffic police officer, when you want to make an arrest, please behave professional. Yes, I mean, okay, man. So I mean, yeah, I mean that's it. So if I'm driving, can I see your lesson? Behave professional, but don't just take the main lesson and put in your pocket and start walking. Gregory, too, you have more to do with this with the traffic security, you know. But the decision, I'm hearing people say, "Oh, the cycle will not return." The people say, "Well, we are paid." You ask her for 9 different requirements, we fulfill everything, because one of us have caused this problem. All of us shouldn't, you know, suffer for it. And we should be very careful. The song they are singing, we don't want to be armed robber. It's a scary thing. Momo Sarah, you take charge of this matter. Yeah.
Yeah, so we actually want this issue to reach a peaceful resolution. We understand what happened. So the key thing here, O'Neill, is that um, when this issue of banning the motorcyclists from operating in Central Monrovia came about, it became a point of discussions across every corner. The motorcyclists themselves resisted it and agreed to certain conditions
Mhm.
that should be met, like Gray mentioned. Other stakeholders, intervene, including the vice president,
Mhm.
and then they agree to do the assurance, to do the registration, to do the lesson, and then to also get the reflective jackets. So that condition, or those conditions, were set up so that those who will be riding in Central Monrovia can be identified, and also to ensure safety. The helmets as
Mhm.
well,
Mhm.
making sure that you carry one passenger, and that one passenger you are carrying should have helmet. That was a very that's how they concluded on riding in Monrovia.
Mhm.
Now, if something happened and people, but I'm not 100% like questioning the police decision, but if something happened and people took action, like for example the demonstration they did after that Slave accident,
Mhm.
uh, I'm thinking, does that warrant that decision that has been reached earlier, that agreement that has been reached earlier, should be reversed? Again, in every setting, people will put up the poster of disobedience,
Mhm.
and people will take actions, illegal actions, and people who take these actions should be punished for their actions.
Sure.
But I think the decision by the police inspector general, or the security sector in general,
Mhm.
was somehow, emotional.
Mhm.
Yes, I think it was emotional, because I think they should have maybe arrested people who were involved in the vandalism
Mhm.
after the accident.
Mhm.
But to bundle all of the cyclists and say, since this thing happened, then you're not riding in Monrovia again, I think that decision was generalized and it was harsh. So what happened to the initial policy you have put in place, the
Mhm.
agreement you have had, and all of
Mhm.
that?
Mhm.
And sincerely, while we must agree that there are bad apples, in the cycling sector, like in all other sectors, there are bad apples,
Mhm.
even in our own media sector.
Bad apples.
You understand?
Yeah, but boy, go journalists all the
Yeah,
time.
join the list and all
Yeah.
kind of names they call people. However,
Mhm.
I think this decision was taken out of emotion, and it is just fair that I think the police should reconsider. I know other people are saying, oh, motorcyclists, some of their bikes can be used,
Mhm.
to jack people back, and others will say, um, they are reckless. Some are, insultive, even in the traffic. They take different, actions and all of that. But can we rule out the fact that they are very vital in the transportation sector?
Very well.
And like for my own case, I when I'm going to Monroe, normally journalists will be running late because of time. We're always on a motorbikes. Sincerely,
Fast transport.
yes. For me, if I since the new order, I've not gone to town.
Mhm.
Yes, I've not gone to town, and I know when I'm going to town, I will struggle because I'm not used
You
to.
get on the motorbike, wear the helmet,
Yes,
right?
wear the
Right?
helmet,
Yes,
and
and the guy's wearing his reflector.
so I think what the police should do is to find people who were part of the vandalism and punish them according to the law.
Yes.
Yes, but you can bundle the entire sector and just destroy the policy and agreement you have made over the period of time just in one day because of certain action that took place.
Great. And let me
Yeah,
just let
I
me
mean,
just
sincerely.
you're right. Let me just follow up with this. You see what happened between the armed forces and that of the police?
Mhm.
That investigation report should come up. Don't just shouldn't lay it to dial down, because what I'm seeing, people continue to sing, we want army coming, right? You hearing it, right?
Mhm.
For no reoccurrence. So no one should sit and say, well, we've been talking that thing behind closed door. The chief of staff, defense minister, the police director, what happened? That all same on last Thursday or Wednesday or so. That investigation, that report should be released to the public.
And so that the reason we demand that when these investigations are done, reports should be made, because we want all these things to be on record for the sake of precedence, for the sake of deterrence,
Mhm.
These are some of the reasons why sometimes we demand that when investigations are done, reports should be released. Yes, that. These are some of the reasons, so that tomorrow the records will be there. The records will be there. Again, our Liberian people, we can say for a fact that we joke with everything and we play with everything, and sometimes some of these jokes we do, they are consequences. One of the callers mentioned about how provocative individuals have become now to the police, and I want you to know that the police is the first line of security in the country when it comes to uh, protection of life and properties, and they should be respected. We know that sometimes the same bad apple issue we were talking about, right?
In the whole
It's
sector.
everywhere. So even in the police, there are bad apples, and there are very professional people in the police. Some trained after the war through the security sector reform. Okay, I can remember when we were leaving police academy back then, 2004, 2005, when these police people were training. So for people now to start to make mockery out of what happened, and because this thing is considered as a high core security issue, for the two largest security forces in the country to be clutching other people who are serious minded and know that this was a grave issue, and for the citizens now to be using it as mockery out of the police, I think it is uncalled for. We believe that we should respect the police. These people also, like the army people are doing, they also put their life on the lines. When we are sleeping, we expect the police to be patrolling to deter crimes in our communities and in the main streets. So we should give them the respect too.
Yes, so the police respect the citizen, will give you the respect. Back then, what veteran was saying to me, before then, to see a police officer was difficult. You'll see the city police. If you see the real police officer coming, they mean there's a big problem. But now the city police, I'm sorry to say, but they respect power. I mean, people laugh about city police. Like in the US, you see the sheriff, the respect there is high. So the police, once you're wearing the badge of the country, that badge that is on your arm, you're carrying the country. That respect, the way you arrest the cyclists too. Let's talk so. The same way you see the cyclists, they are reckless. There are some police officers too. Take stick while the minute back is coming. You want to the thing you want to arrest, you want to beat on him. If they're riding coming to you, set for him already.
And so, sometimes I can wonder, even there are passengers on the bike and the policemen want to remove the key by all costs.
Yeah, the bike is still going. He's still fighting to take the key off.
So I don't know whether you also consider the life of the persons on the motorbike, or you are concerned about maybe enforcing a policy or a law or what. I mean, the police too should think about that.
Yeah.
You think about that. You can see the motorbike, even if they are violating, you see two person or one person on the motorbike, and then you want to whip the motorbike man. That means you're risking the life of the person that are on the bike. So we say protecting life and property. So but you are risking somebody's life only because, according to you, the person is in violation. All of these things should be considered. Again, on you, for us to give dignity to our security sector, there is a need for proper and appropriate compensation. We can rule that out.
Yeah, we can.
Sometimes we say, oh, the police people. I mean, a man working for $135 for 31 days. You know, sometimes some of these things.
You mean a police officer pay, right?
Yes.
Okay, the monthly pay.
Only let's be frank.
I'm not a traffic officer. Man.
We not sometimes we want to professionalize and sugarcoat some of these issues, but sometimes we gotta be very brutal about some of these issues, because for every say, these are some of the factors that impact the action of police officers or even people in public service.
They may have 4 or 5 children.
Yes, going to school.
Have to send to the hospital. Have to feed them.
The man is probably renting.
Yes.
Where here a family stay.
Yes, and you pay him.
You pay that man. Even $140 with $7,000 liberty.
So what happened?
Look, if you are not motivated, you can't perform.
Yes. And most of the officers you see in the street, because of passion.
Yeah,
they love the work. Yeah. That's why they are there, but probably they are underpaid. So we are fixing the budget, security budget too.
At the end of the day, we'll bundle them and tell them anything.
Even the army, some of the guys are kept in a barrack, but you know how much they're making there? They had no other work, but they just in the barrack 24/6.
You see, people's salary is supposed to be confidential, but because the way the people the people can send a paycheck.
Yeah, one
not a paycheck but slip, right?
One officer said it to
Yeah,
me. I already buy. So why you saying it by?
Because they want to know, they want for us, the media people, to know the actual things they are going through.
Imagine I work in the traffic Monday to
An
Saturday.
immigration officer, for example, the man sent me. In fact, that man, that was not just ordinary officer. Yeah. I think a deputy county commander sent me his pay slip of 4,000 LD with $140 US.
You got three.
Current pay.
Let's say you got 2 children, right?
You know,
you got to pay school fee around 50,000 LD per semester or trimester. You have to send that kid to school, not school. I mean hospital.
So
yes, in case
realistically, how do we expect people to survive? Realistically, okay. But we look at a minister and gave him 7,000. That one that is salary. Then we gave him 700. I mean 800 gallons of fuel or gasoline.
Yeah, gasoline.
Then we gave 2,000, over $2,000 worth of scratch card. Then for the lawmaker, then we pay that yabo.
So the cook makes more money than the professional nurse.
Yes,
the cook to maybe
the yabo is making over $300, $350.
Then a regular RN.
Then the police officer.
Yeah.
In fact, then the army man. Let me say, by joking, the yabo representative is making money more than army man.
Yeah. And come on down. Yeah. But let me speak
but guess what? Some of the lawmakers,
they can share that thing.
They can share that man.
They can share that man. Yeah, it's a gentleman agreement, right? I put you on the payroll, but you're not getting the whole salary. You agree? I mean, nothing doing, man. You just send your mobile wallet the money.
The other man saying you're making 150 and you're doing it well professionally and perfectly. You don't tempt me, you. Don't tempt me.
Leave la future representative candidate.
Don't tempt me.
Marketing back. But let me speak to the two sectors quickly: the police academy and the Ministry of Transport. The police academy, the instructors. Those of you who lecture at the police academy, you still have more to do. Yes, the police academy, because when you graduate, the traffic officer will come on the traffic as a cadet. Sometimes you see them wear that green. They come for what? I mean, internship on the traffic learning, because we're seeing too many mistakes on the traffic. Same way, let me clean the code from our own eyes to the journalists too, right? Most times you see most people just go live, right? They're not the regular journalists, right? They have the smartphones, they write no caption, they just do live, ask random questions.
So now with the red one caption said,
it can be easy, ignoring questions, they'll ask and all of it, and people will lie, say the media is this, the media is that, right? We take all of the latches. So lawmaker can be insulting and see that camera in front there. I mean, I can't do that. So let's go to the police academy before you put up a graduate. I want to understand the traffic rules. The approach sometimes is very annoying. Then to the Ministry of Transport. How do you give out driving lessons? I just walked to the transport ministry. I want lesson. In other countries, you should go through some driving tests. But no system is working in the oldest Republic of Liberia. A truck driver just went and said, I want heavy duty driving lesson. And they'll give it to him once he pays money. No test. That's the problem.
We need to fix this country.
Well,
yeah, we need to fix this country.
Try and make
so listen, when you rescue, you have to fix.
Okay.
Now it's
so you couldn't fix and rescue.
No, you can't fix and you gotta rescue first. So you fix. Absolutely. So, absolutely. You gotta rescue. You rescue and fix. If you say the thing is spoiled, the thing is going, is drowning, you gotta rescue it. So like for example, if somebody is drowning, you gotta go for the person in the water, rescue them. When you bring them out, then you fix them by giving them first aid and then medical treatment, and then they come back to that.
But then you finish rescuing.
So if you say
how can you give them the fix it?
Yes, you said the country was drowning, you rescue the country, fix the country. Fix the country.
Is it difficult to fix?
It is difficult because the mindset. Look, listen, Liberia, I'm seeing that this country, to fix this country will be difficult. Because in the first place, go in the let's go back to after the war, for example. People who are in the youth league of the leading political parties at the time, So these are the young people who were supposed to be following the footsteps of leaders.
Mhm.
And a good thing is all copied from the leaders.
Mhm, mhm.
But what the leaders exhibited over the period of time, that what the young people copy after them. And are the young people from 2004, and are they one of the ministers today?
Yes.
So what do we expect on you?
Wow.
What do we expect? So today, the church, the schools, even the homes, the communities, the young people that we are seeing today, we call them teenagers. These are the people graduating to national leadership. What are the impact? What are the output? So the same thing we put in the people in the church, in the school, in the community, in the homes. Now what is everything? So this cultural issue, the cultural issue of disrespect for constituted authority, the issue of disregard for the rule of law, the issue of believing that you can steal before you make money. These are things that have grown wings in the Liberian society today. Today, people see corruption as a means of getting rich. Look at, for example, the historical issue of ghost name being on government payroll, for example, on you.
It's still going.
These are long-time things that people have been practicing, and people in these ministry and agencies, they know about it.
And also double dipping, right?
Double dipping.
The man work at a government ministry, he's still on another
Yes.
government payroll.
Government payroll somewhere else.
That one, people
So, I mean, to fix this country, the leaders must be intentional. But for me, I want to say it doesn't depend only on a president. I don't want to say the president. It doesn't only depend on a president. I think it should be holistic. Liberians must change and fix Liberia. Because the whole thing will depend on the thing is a system on you. If you dig a round hole, if anybody put in a round hole, they will just go in a cycle, right? They will just go in a cycle. The system is a mess, and any president you put there, they will be consumed by the system.
And let me say this to my president. Good morning. I know you almost to the work this morning, President Boykai. When you're having that retreat, right? Most of the ministers, they're on the mobile phone, and the camera are live there. The president talking, most of them on the phone looking. Right?
Yeah.
So you have to take this toughest decision. Otherwise, president, I mean, you'll be sitting and say, but during your time as president, I mean, nothing that you keep reminding the people, declare your asset will suspend you. Now you come back to another cabinet meeting, say, if you're preparing for 2029, step aside. No one gonna step aside.
And now we use politics now to spoil the Google. Let me say, yes, we use politics now to spoil it. For example, if people are being held accountable for what they are, for whatever they are accused of, their political party members will say, "Oh, that political vision. When you bring a person us that we ourselves will come in us." I mean, imagine that. So in the end, it will be rotating like that. Any government account, when you touch anybody, their own party people will come outside to say you wish hunting them. So how do we fix the system? How do we fix? We don't want for corruption. When you pick up one corruption case, they say that political wish hunt. Imagine on you.
Yes,
Imagine.
yes. I mean, we have 5 more minutes, but let me say this to Greg. Greg, are you taking most of the shots? And after 4.5 more years for this government, right? Gregory won't be police director again, right? Am I right or wrong? Gregory won't be police director again. One point in time, I sat with Chris Massacre, the former IG, and I sat with the old man. And he said, "Why you keep looking at me?" I said, "No, I'm just imagining when Chris Massacre you on IG, man." He said, "Yes, that was it. During my time, I came from immigration, entering into the police, was still, structuring the police to give it a kind of professional face out there. But Gregory, you have more to do. 4 years from now, you will not be IG." Another time, I passed through Patrick Sudu, and he said, "Oh, new." I said, "Hey, Chief Sudu." He said, "Whoa, what's up?" You still come back in the society. So if you don't set the kind of standard, you see when you went at the Bureau of Concession, Gregory went to the Bureau of Concession, what happened right there? There was fighting, and he left the CDC government and said goodbye. Now you back to the LMP, to the police, the traffic division of the LMP, seeing fighting all the social media. Imagine your colleagues from Ghana, Nigeria, Ivory Coast, they'll be laughing and say,
"Even your friends you invited for the fire investigation."
Yeah, they'll be laughing. See, like
your friends from Minnesota,
and it's on social media. They'll be laughing. Yes, Minnesota. The guys that came for the fires, the Capitol building, right? I mean, they'll be laughing and say, but see, Liberian police throwing punches over civilians, and yet they protect life and property. It's challenging. We can't be doing this. Liberia is the only country where you see policemen hunting for vehicle. I hate to say you're looking for a red deer in the bush. it don't happen in Ghana, Guinea, Ivory Coast. Because the man knows say he must register his vehicle, but yeah, the police hunt for vehicle.
Everybody bypassing system. Everybody bypassing system.
I'm carrying my own law on a car. You parking the vehicle. Why? The car is registered and the law belongs to the person. Every police will look for a law. Once that car have a law, that car will be parked. Every police officer that will see that car, it must be parked. It shouldn't be that way. I'm not saying you can do the job, but Gregory, that's it. The next 4 years or so, we'll have
only for me
because Gregory have been police director 2 times, right? Do we have a trained person too that can do the same job? Yes, we have 6 million. Yeah, people are waiting, man. Want that same job. You're not more than them, so do it.
And on the political side of it, on you, I think Liberia is reaching a point that will be making people president jail for 6 years.
Yeah,
because Liberians are not willing to bear it with any leader anymore.
Yeah,
you can see it from the outside.
And that's how Ghana is looking. Yes,
the Liberian people can't bear it with anybody anymore.
Yeah,
no, information is now open to even the ordinary people. Children in 12th grade, they are reading every day. They know about gold, they know about diamonds, some know about even the value of iron ore and all of these things. So when they calculate, they look at the lives of the people and you keep giving them empty promises, they will tell you, say that imagine how government can get unpopular in no time. Look at the United Party government. You think I'm joking? You think I'm joking that this administration, the first thing they have done is that they have failed in promoting their own administration.
Yeah,
that's the first thing they have done. They have failed in promoting their own administration through the media.
You know the public letter to the president.
Yes.
President Marka. I don't think you go on the social media, right? On the social media, your party has lost it on the social media. What Unity Partisan doing right now on the social media, they're taking a community video and posting, for people. I mean, that's right. But Facebook, that is just 2% of the population. Those who go on the social media, but the popularity and thing, they have lost it. My president boycott, even partisan of your own party fighting one another on the social media. Oh yeah, that's how it's it. So if you don't put your foot down and say the IRS agenda must be achieved, I don't think you achieve it.
If anybody listening to the broadcast, if you think I'm lying, that this government in less than 2 years is getting very unpopular because of the negative information that is against the government, only because even the quote-unquote communication experts in the government are not being able to utilize their expertise through the media and other means to showcase the good work of the government. Because I don't know, they have skeleton in their closet, so they don't want for the media to know what they are doing in their various institutions. So they're hiding things. If you want to know what I'm saying is true, just get on motorbike one. Any motorbike you get on, ask the motorbike man about the government and listen to what they will tell you.
And I wouldn't know call.
If you pass,
they will not call women penny. They will say that boycott.
If you pass in the community,
they will say gaffani. They will say that boycott.
You see a group of people together, just stop, slow down small, and ask about the government and listen to what you hear from the people. Let me tell you, it's rapidly, I don't say gradually, the reputation, image, and the morale of this United Party administration is deteriorating rapidly, not gradually.
As a closer, for example, Mo Ali, right? All that plenty of rating doing, just to the people say how much you spend in the project. That's all. I mean, to give some senator to the party. You going back and forth, so okay, I spent on this project this amount of money. Senate post is now 250,000. I mean, you see it. Look, I sometimes feel sorry for the president.
The bottom line is,
I feel
sorry, as I close on you.
Yeah.
So if you haven't heard anything from me this year, hear this one.
Which one?
The Liberian people.
Which one?
Now you are coming to
the one in the by-election.
The one coming to.
Okay.
The Liberian people are not willing to bear with any administration. They will start to give people one term each. As soon the Liberian people get patient again. That thing that happened with Ellen here again. Ellen says, other people were crying in a place, different things happening, and she stayed. The children can say, "You are sure." The Liberian people are not waiting to bear with anybody. just are building community roads around here, initiating projects and all of that.
Yeah.
They seen media thing that's going on today. Everything was not correct. The Liberian people bought it. The Liberian your own, they buying it. 1 year they've been buying it. Just in 1 year, they've bought it already. The Liberian people have bought it. So the Liberian people are not bearing with any administration anymore. You hear 6 years you go. In fact, the bill at the Senate now talking about referendum. We really pray that we can go to referendum before the next election, so that a president can get 5 years, senator get 7 years, representative get 5 years. You finish with a 5 year, Liberian people not bear with you. You don't do anything, they kick you out and bring another person.
They may start cutting the salary down. Sir.
Yes, listen to me again. Yeah, today, Liberian people are not bearing with any administration again. I'll finish.
Yes. So as I close up, let me go back to the president. Joseph Boykai. And I'm still one the president dream. After his 6 year, I'm not sure he's going to contest 2029. Until he says that.
Yeah.
Right. That's why if you feel the area agenda will be achieved, don't be warning the people. Take the decision, the high-end decision. You go in the street corners, they call you women paying you. They going Gaffarani in the US we're going to 200. They call the central bank governor new that Boka name the calling. So you are the president. The interest, the one thing that is stopping United Party, Marka, the interest, protect my interests. None of you put 10 scholarship right now. That means it will not open up for the public. Someone will put a whole family in a whole 10.
The same way they can open the bidding process.
Yes, the bidding process. The same way health ministry, that farm ministry, that the whole bidding process. Say, look, they put a builder in the same car and go and park there and get interior perspective. The contract.
Dismantle the whole procurement unit so that nobody can monitor the kind of quality of work these companies winning contracts from the Ministry of Health will be doing.
The reason why I'm saying like this, if President Boka to get vexed, I want get vexed. You see, you're going back to the 16 billion, go to social media and say, wow, Boka won't prove. You go buy a 16 billion, the $3 that dollars in most They say the current one on here, you thinking about, hey, you go way back. Brazil. Suppose you can listen to the radio, you can read newspaper. Yeah. If the president listen to the radio, the president listen to the read newspaper, they get regular briefing. That is it.
Yeah.
4 years and a half.
The press secretary said the president can be briefed on national issues happening in the country. Yeah.
The wise men run the president. Some of you will come out to be leader.
The first place said to miss out on the media at the executive mansion itself.
Yeah.
As it is even difficult for our assigned reporters to go there because kind of cordial relationship with the media and all of that. They wouldn't come there to come beg you for anything. No. They just need the environment to operate.
Let me say the CMC. What the CMC?
And people can be arrogant in public service. I mean, like you want to be arrogant. You want to be arrogant. Go and establish a new business incorporated.
Correct.
That one,
or new sportswear.
For example. I got bag share. You say that bag share. You want to say that you say I'm selling bag share. I'm going. So you can be arrogant in public service. If you haven't heard anything again this year, another one there for you. You can be arrogant in public service. Yes, because that what you're doing a privilege. For me, I call it. People say that you're right to work in your country plan, but it is a privilege because in the first place, the president is not supposed to give you a job. They make recommendation. He doesn't want to give it to you. He will not give it to you. And some of you, the job you have, even as minister, there were 10 persons recommended for that job, but you were the privileged one to get it. Don't be arrogant in public service.
Great. So as we close up this morning, my president, Joseph Boykai, people at that mansion loving for a job. People sat at that mansion. That's one thing. When each mansion carried names, they say, 2, 3 names carry on one position. And people there working out in their own interest, not in the interest of the Liberian people. If the Unity Party will listen, the too many jobs you throw on the social media, you're getting people irritated every day. Look, some of us owe no loyalty to no political party. Even the CMC that was just recently formed. CMC should tell us, James Jogi, Wilver Bangura, and challenging you guys, make yourself available and tell what difference this political party wants to do. What's your vision? Let people buy into it.
Yeah, be serious.
There's no clean sin in this country.
The governance in the country rotating you. The Liberal not paying you anybody.
Yeah, so maybe United Party, CDC, like Rainbow said, the two parties are high enough, right? We are done with United Party. We are done with CDC. Let's give a new option. With James Yogi, you drop the administrative team to me and let the boy here.
Yeah, when I be speaking BB book in the party business. Yeah, you make it simple that the woman understand.
Yeah. Thank you so much. God bless Liberia. Hey, Marka. God bless the country, made the country great.
God bless the country ever since on you. You see the last time.
God bless Liberia ever since.
When you talk about praying that statement in passing that the foreign minister made, you saw the reaction from the public.
Yes, everybody
was not praying for nothing. The country already blessed. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
but that's it.
But God bless Liberia ever since. It's just that if the people, would do the rightful thing, the country will move apart. We got everything, the black sand that other countries don't have. We have the black sand here. We have gold, iron, diamond, all of the minerals you think about. Look at small Gamma, cocoa, the surviving man. You have everything here. Anyway,
see the rock we get.
The rock.
They get Chinese rock.
God bless this country until we don't love it. Chinese selling our own sand and their sand.
In other country, you know that when they building roads, they can import rock from different countries.
We get everything right here.
Yes,
we got it here.
Hey, all over the place. Only I see you.
Yeah, we gotta go, man. Have a blessed day. We'll see you on Wednesday. The by-election, elections commission, you pay the local radio station money.
In
Nimba. Otherwise, else will not be easy. We'll take it from Morona straight to Nimba. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.